minutes.
Does that mean our opener is running everything?
Oh, perfect.
Welcome. Hey, good morning, everybody. I am a long way from home. I am in Columbiana County. We're in Lisbon today. Ashley Daly joined the very first time we've never worked together. Don Tiger.
Yeah, thanks for coming all the way over today, Ashley. This is a beautiful place to be, Columbiana, Ohio, at the Lisbon Fairgrounds. I've been here, I think, about 4 or 5 years. The people are super nice. This is the 180th year they've had this fair, and I believe they've had harness racing just about every year. I think they had something during the war where they might have missed, but they're very proud of their heritage here. This racetrack's kind of like a paperclip, like we were talking pre-show. It's very tight turns, long straightaways here. We only score 4 across here. 5 and 6 horse fields obviously would trail from the second tier, but we have some beautiful trees in the infield, something you normally don't see. Usually Rosie Weaver staddles in the infield too here. But a really cool place to be, very picturesque, as Steve, the cameraman, was talking about. It's a nice place to be, and we got 2 good days of racing here with beautiful weather. I believe you'll only be joining us today, but picture perfect day, and I'm glad to be here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday I was in Eaton, so I was about 20, 30 minutes from the Indiana border. And today, of course, we're 20, 30 minutes from the Pennsylvania border.
Correct, yes.
It was quite the drive over. I got a little worried. I drove through rain in Columbus, and I was like, oh, no, this can't be happening. Because where I'm at near Dayton has just been pounded and pounded and pounded the last week or so. But it is beautiful and clear, a little hot, but we're lucky. We're under the shade. We got a nice breeze. What more could we ask for?
Yeah, it's a perfect place to be. They've got a really nice grandstand here. I don't know when they built this place. I think they were telling me 10 or 15 years ago, but it's great. We got a nice breeze going today. Roger Houston will be calling the races here, so it's just a great. We got an all-star group here and some good racing today. I don't think we have any scratches as of now.
We do not. Just a couple of changes for the entire program, but driver changes. We're pretty used to that. It's very rare that we don't have a driver change at a fair, right? But you had mentioned, well, again, this is my very first time at Lisbon, so I don't have a whole lot to compare it to yet, but our infield looks a little bit different this year.
Yeah, so they built a grandstand. You'll see when Steve is catching horses going up the backside. We've got a grandstand for the tractor pulls and stuff here. This is brand new. This is the first year we've had that. So we're high enough where you should be able to see on our video pretty much everything. You might lose a little bit around the three-quarter pole with those trees, but it shouldn't be a problem for our viewing audience anyway, but that is a little bit different.
So it is quite the fair. The first thing I noticed, of course, were how tight the turns are, but it also looks like we have our horse arena in the infield too.
Yes, yeah, we do have our horse arena here. Our winter circles in the infield too.
It's a really
family.
nice setup.
Yeah, it is a pretty good setup. It's neat to see some of the horses come across in the grass because they've done that before too. And like I said, Rosie usually saddles a couple out there when she's here. But it's a nice place to be. And we have wagering today, too. We have missed some fairs.
You're pretty
wagering.
excited about that.
I am excited, yeah. I won't be partaking because I'll be up here, but it's always fun just to see how the wagering public views some of these races. And sometimes, hopefully, we can, between me and you, especially with your vast horse racing background with your family who's done it forever, you should be able to give a couple of the locals a couple winners and maybe someone some value if they run down the steps. And the wagering is right below the grandstands for anybody that is on track. There are machines right underneath in a nice cozy area to wager. We have wagering on all 11 races today.
Say my first impression has been this is a very proud place.
Yes.
I don't know if it went across live or not, but the introduction of harness racing, he made a big deal about that. It sounded like it was a fair board member that talked us through. This is the 180th year, as Don had mentioned. We've raced since, I think he said, 1853. So a lot of harness racing history here, and definitely took the time to introduce our Roger Houston.
Yes, yeah, they feel Roger's like a celebrity over here, so he gets treated very well.
One out, 4 to go.
Say, just one horse out. But I guess we didn't even do any housekeeping. So we are going to bring you 11 races here. It is all fillies to kick us off here at the Columbiana County Fairs. And then I believe our last race, the 11th race of the day, is the free-for-all pace.
That's always my favorite race. If you ever listen to my broadcast, I love the free-for-all pace because it's kind of fun. A lot of these horses are, have had extensive careers, made a lot of money. And Boozer, the 2-horse, a couple weeks ago, he tried to break the track record over at Carrollton. He was winging pretty good and just missed by a fifth of a second over
Really?
there. Yeah, so it was kind of, even in the winner's circle, Roger was yelling at Nick Clegg a little bit, and he just shrugged his shoulders. He did what he could to try, but that horse was scooting around. The standard over here, believe it or not, is 2-minute mile. We have not had a 2-minute mile here at this track yet, so. And we've had some very good horses here. Duncan raced here before a couple years ago when he was a 3-year-old. So we've had some good flesh over here. So you never know what stars of tomorrow we're going to see today on the card. And there looks like some really good horses. This horse Count on Luna in the 4th race, a trotter, has won 3 in a row. Scored down and warmed up extremely well. You never know how some of these horses are going to take the turn, but that horse took the turn very well. So I expect that horse to be very formidable here today for Darren Harvey.
Say our track records, as you had mentioned, is just 2 minutes flat for our all-age pace. That has been standing since 1994. That's older than I am. I'm the 98 baby.
How about that? So that's pretty neat. So maybe today we'll get lucky and we'll break that track record. You never know. Yeah.
We never know. Of course, we've got, like I said, our fillies. Sometimes our colts tend to do that. They just go a little bit faster naturally than our fillies. But as you said, there's some good flesh. The way that our breed just keeps growing and changing because of breeding, these fillies are fantastic. You never know what they're going to produce.
Yeah.
So that was our all-age pace, our all-age trot record. Candy Sweet set that in, just last year, actually. In 2024, it's 2 minutes, or 2:04 and 2 is our all-age trot.
Yeah, they get like I said, they're from being here all these years, they just don't get around these turns too quick. That's why we don't get the snappy miles. But you do see some good battles in the stretch, nice long straightaways. So even on front side and back side, makes for some interesting racing for sure.
So Roger Hewson is going to get us rounded up for our post parade. The first race, the first division of 2-year-old filly pacers, purse of $6,720, a field of 5. Roger's usually pretty good about making them post-parade in order. He's a serious man, as he should be.
And this is also going to be a graduation day for someone in the first race. We have a field of non-winners. So with a nice purse today, $6,700. Here's the post-parade.
The first race, the 2-year-old filly pace, hometown of Colt Stake. Purse of $6,720. Number 1 last season, the driver James Day. Number 2, Michelle's Legend with Charlie Myrick. Number 3, I'm a Sassy 2 and Braden Rhodes. Number 4, Coco Motion with Darren Harvey. And number 5, Cool Lady Rosa, Jason Thompson in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go right to the gate. In this race, the 1 last season, first time Lasix. Make the driver on the 4, Coco Motion, Darren Harvey.
All right, there that is from Roger on the rail last season. As he said, first time Lasix for anybody that is interested. Driven and trained by James Day. This is a 2-year-old filly by Summa Cum Laude out of a Cam Luck mare owned by Power Play Racing of Medina, Ohio. 3 seasonal starts, has yet to notch a win, but has had 2 second-place finishes. Last and most recent came back at Cortland in 2:06 and 4, but should mention up at Northfield, tried to go in the BSS, looked a little parked out, a little tough, but did go the mile in 1:58 and 4.
2-horse Michelle's Legend. Charlie Meyer trains and drives this 2-year-old daughter of a bit of a legend. 4th last time out, 4th prior to that. Seems to be on the improve, is 0 for 3, hasn't hit the board yet. 7-1, one of the rank outsiders here.
Braden Rose is to drive the 3, I'm a Sissy 2 for Betty Clegg. This is a filly by Well Said. 8 starts on the year with 1 second and 2 third-place finishes. We do have a line to be announced on our program up at Northfield for the fair. Ended up 6 and 1:59 and 2.
Coco Motion, Darren Harvey picks up the drive for Herman Hagerman. 0 for 2 on the season, 6th last time out.
And rounding out the field, it should be from the second tier, right?
Yes.
Is our 5-horse. So Jason Thompson to drive Cool Lady Rosa for Scott Cox, owned by Sherry Cox. This is a filly by the Ponderosa. 3 starts so far on the year with 1 second-place finish that came last start out at Mount Vernon in 2:08.4, final quarter in 31.4. So seems to be improving.
We'll send it up to Roger for the call of race number 1.
2-year-old filly Pacers are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. That's last season. Going for the lead. Michelle's Legend gets away second. I'm a Sissy 2, third into the turn. Going to the first 8. Getting away fourth as they race around the turn. Cool Lady Rosa trailing the field. Coco Motion following the break. Down the backside of the first quarter station. It's last season, and James Day showing the way by 4. Michelle's Legend is there second. I'm a Sissy 2, third. On the outside, Cool Lady Rosa is fourth at the first quarter mark in 33.2. Into the turn, treading the field. Coco Motion as they race around the turn. Cool Lady Rosa now third on the outside, moving up for Jason Thompson, now second, going after the leader last season. Into the lane first time, racing third, Michelle's Legend, racing fourth, I'm a Sissy 2, trailing the field, Coco Motion, as they race over to the halfway point. They're halfway home in 1:04.1. Into the turn they go. Last season continues to show the way. Racing second, Michelle's Legend. On the outside, dropping back a bit is Cool Lady Rosa. Around the turn, I'm a Sissy 2, fourth. The trailer remains. Coco Motion down the backside. Opening up now by 6 lengths. That is last season. Racing second, Michelle's Legend as they race over to the 3-quarter mark. 3 quarters in 1:34.4. Into the final turn. On top, it's last season, drawn away by 9 lengths now. Michelle's Legend is there second, racing third on the outside. Here comes I'm a Sissy 2, racing fourth. Cool Lady Rosa down the stretch. On top of the field, it's all last season, and James Day in a jiggy jog in the first at the Columbiana County Fair. Home second, Michelle's Legend. I'm a Sissy 2 was third.
There you have race number 1, unofficial, elementary here. 1, 2, 3, order of finish last season. Very popular 3-5 favorite. Took the lead at the start, Ashley, and never looked back to open up by probably about 6, 8, 10 lengths in the stretch.
That's a very easy trip for our one horse. You didn't get a final mile time, did you, Roger?
No, I was listening. I would somewhere guess around 2:4, 2:5. They went to the half in a minute 4, and that horse seemed to get home probably in about a minute 1.
Opened up quite a bit on the backside. I don't think our 5-horse Cool Lady Rosa, did she get to see the rail at all?
I don't believe so.
I don't think she did. She raced tough there. She was really trying to come and dug in, but if you never hit that rail, it can be tough on one.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Last season went off at 3-5 here for the locals that are wagering. They'll get at least a 320 return on her. How easy she won. That looks like a good price. So
as you mentioned before we got started, somebody was going to break their maiden, and it was last season. 4 lifetime starts now, 1 win.
Ready for that 2-year-old filly trot. 4 of you.
James Day coming back into our winner's circle. Looks like we got a golf cart hauling people to and fro as well.
yeah, that fence is new there. It used to be they just could come straight across, but it's a little different now. Yeah.
Because of the bleachers?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Gotcha.
that's new. So
Back in front of the stands and going to the RF Will Family Winner's Circle. Number 1, last season. And the Power Play Racing 87, Medina, Ohio. James Day, the trainer and the driver for James Day. This year at the County Fairs in the Buckeye State, that is win number 5. Last season is a 2-year-old filly by Super Cumberland out of depth, more depth, taking a lifetime mark of 2:04 1/5. Final half a minute, final quarter, 29-2. That's another winner from Bedford Acres, the home of Super Cumberland.
Well, I guess you called that one, didn't you? 2:04 1/5. Is that what I heard?
Yep, 2:04 1. It is official. One pays $340 to win, $210 to place. No tickets sold on a 2 to place. Exacta 12760.
Legend 2, the 3, I'm a Sassy 2, 3, the 4, Coco Motion 5, the 5, Cool Lady Rosa 4, top down 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 on Columbiana, the quarter 33 and 2, the half 104 1. 3/4 134 4, the mile 2:04 1/5. No changes, race 2, 4 of them 2-year-old filly trotters. Bring them on for the second race.
So that's race 1 in the books. Takes us to race number 2. We've got no changes. We will go as programmed. We'll step away for a few brief messages. We'll be right back to you at the Columbiana County Fair.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Welcome back. Headed into race 2, Columbiana County Fair, Lisbon, Ohio. Home Talent Colt Stakes. This is not a circuit that I get to very often at all. Maybe one or two. I think Mount Vernon is Home Talent, isn't it?
Yes.
I didn't go this year, but that's usually one of my staple fairs. So here and there I've got a little bit of familiarity with Home Talent, but that's about as far as it goes. These drivers and trainers are kind of new game for me. I don't see them too much.
Yeah, it's nice to get exposed to it, though, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's just, and then there's no circuit that's better than any other. Of course, we have, OFRC is our largest by far, but I like getting out to Home Talent or, either in Southern Valley because they go for more money because they don't split it near as much.
Correct. Yeah, those are the two I mainly see because I do Southern Valley as well. Since I'm based out of Pittsburgh, I get all the Ohio's from either the north and south versions, and those are the two kind of geographic, the Southwest and the Home Talent. But yeah, they're a great group of people, good horses, good trainers. It's a lot of fun to see both. Sometimes they do cross over. You'll see some come to other fairs. I think Caldwell, usually we get a couple people from the Northeast to come down, and vice versa. Sometimes we'll see some of that come over. But
say, of course, we're trying to make a little bit of money and trying to make athletes out of our 2- and 3-year-olds all season, but really what we're aiming for are collecting points for that final. And doesn't matter what fair circuit that we're in, Could be Southern Valley, could be Home Talent, could be OCRA, doesn't matter. They all go into one big pot to compete against each other at the very end of the year, and that actually is held up at Northfield.
Yeah, it's a great race because you have a lot of these horses who, they kind of converge up there at the end of the year, and you got the top point getter here, point getters there. And that turns out to be some very fun pari-mutuel racing and some good wagering and some fun action too. I mean, what does our fair finals go for? 40 or 50,000?
50.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's wonderful. These horses all get a chance to compete for some serious money at the end of the season.
And it's not technically, so we have the Ohio Fair Championships that is, point related. There's something that Northfield does where there's technically a consolation that they host themselves as well. So there is kind of that second tier.
Yeah, if you happen to be the 9th or 10th
Right.
or 15th horse just because maybe you got started late or, had a couple third, fourths and a few wins and didn't make the top notch, it is nice that I think that still goes for 20,000 or something.
It's,
doesn't it?
quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Trying to see how many horses we have out for our second race. It looks like we're going to split a handful of divisions. This next one will be the first division of 2-year-old Billy Trotters.
We've got nice purses all day. This is just shy of $5,000. All 4 horses signed on. As me and Kenny talk on the shows when we cover things together, this is an owner's race because everybody's getting paid. Does not matter. Yeah, every horse in here is going to get a nice little paycheck, at least 8% or so when we finish up on the day. But no changes again for race number 2. You can always get our programs at harnessracingohio.com. Harnessracingohio.com. We've got programs up day of the race. You can follow along with us. Obviously, we'll give you program changes. As Ashley spoke about, the one thing that's different with the fair circuit than the pari-mutuels, we do a draw, and that's what we get till we get here. Whereas at the pari-mutuel tracks, they have a draw, and then they clear the board the next day and make driver changes and stuff. We don't have that luxury here, hence why we have to make some program changes. But still gives everybody a chance to play along. I do have all the updated races, too. The 2-horse Money Out the Window did finish 7th at Northfield on Saturday in the Summit County Fair, individually timed 2:05 that day. So you can add that into your program.
Say that's the one bad thing about how early sometimes we grab our programs is there's lines to be announced. And we'll see here, there's actually quite a few.
Yeah, there is. I did go through for everybody and make sure I got all of them filled in, so I have them as we go. So we'll keep everybody fully informed of what's going on, especially with having pari-mutuel wagering. Take a quick look at the tote board. Talented Daisy is our current favorite at 6-5. Very tight wagering, though. Money Out the Window, second choice 8-5, and the third choice, It's Not Easy, 2-1. Rounding out the field, Tom's Crazy Peach on the outside is 7-1.
So you mentioned earlier that the Meadows is obviously closest for you. Do you go much? Just to
No.
No?
No, it's kind of funny. Like Doug Ballinger said, I'm a transplanted Buckeye.
Yeah.
and I have to say that is a very true statement because I live 10 minutes from the Meadows, and I've been there 3 or 4 times in the last 5 years. I mean, I really race in Ohio, and I love Ohio. I support Ohio racing, and I just love everything that we do over there. And we're blessed to have good people like you, Frank, Tom, Kenny, everybody, Susan, everybody that puts this broadcast on, and cameraman Steve and Chris, everybody, because there's a lot of tireless work that goes in bringing these fairs to everybody. Like yourself, you drove 4 hours to be here today, and we're blessed to have you. You even brought me some trinkets. So
I
you
did.
Get extra bonus points today for that.
I
But
did. Susan made sure I grabbed Charlie May's trophies from our January annual banquet, so we've had a hold of those for quite a while for you.
I'm going to charge you guys a storage fee. So. Just kidding.
I don't know. There's a few people we probably should at this point. If you haven't picked up your OSS trophies from last year, it's about time you do so, friends.
Yeah, we got a new batch coming for everybody.
That we do. Say that season's in the thick of it, that's for sure. We unfortunately got rained out of our 2-year-old colt. I know we had 2-year-old colt pacers in at Scioto.
2 straight Saturdays.
Oh, it's been.
These are your horses for the
Here's Roger.
2-year-old filly trot. First division, $4,989. Number 1, Talented Daisy with Charlie Myrick. Number 2, Money Out the Window with Justin Irvine. The 3, It's Not Easy with Jason Thompson. And number 4, Tom's Crazy Peach. Logan Ebersole in the sulky has been excused from the post parade.
Looks like our 4-horse might have had some equipment changes back there.
Well, here's a look at the field for us. The 1, Talented Daisy. Charlie Myrick trains and drives for Second Chance Stable. 2-year-old filly by Long Tom. 1 win, 3 starts this year, and that was last time out. Didn't cross the wire first, but got placed up in a nice $7,900 purse. Does draw the coveted rail here. Shows some speed, probably one of the main factors here, and currently 6-5.
Money out the window. We'll leave from our second post position. Justin Irvine in the bike for Gary Martin. This is a filly by Ready for Money. Now 3 lifetime starts. She's hit the board once with the second place finish, and that came 2 back at Painesville. Kind of that same situation. Must have been the same race there. Was third placed second. Timed her mile in 2:06 and 4.
3-horse, It's Not Easy. In life, it's not easy. That's a good named horse. Scott Cox trains. Jason Thompson has the lines. Terry Mount Pleasant has leased this horse. 3 starts, 2 wins. Only defeat was 2 back, made a break from the rail. Still rallied to get 4th that day, but obviously been 2 or 3 lifetime here. Source even qualified great at Northfield, way at the bottom of the page. Jason Thompson has been driving this horse and is a nice, actually went to the favorite at 3-5.
So as you were listing him off, I think we're having a slight delay because of our 3-horse. Not his fault in any capacity, but we had a flat tire on a race bike. So we are going to do that quick change right here.
We see it happening in real time. How about that,
the
Steve?
bleachers,
Steve's got you right there.
We can see that over the bleachers. But rounding out the field is going to be the 4, Tom's Crazy Peach. Logan Ebersol in the bike for Eli Miller. This is a filly by Long Tom out of a crazed mare, Crazy Joanne. Also owned by Eli Miller of West Farmington, Ohio. 4 seasonal starts with 1 win. And that came 2 back at Carrollton in 2:06 flat. Should mention she's tried to step up a little bit. She's had 2 starts so far in the Buckeye Stallion Series. First leg didn't quite go in her favor. She was out of the money, but still timed a mile in 2 minutes flat. That is her fastest to date. Most recently up at Northfield was that second leg of the BSS. She did make the money. Had a 5th place finish, about 8 lengths back in 2:01 and 4.
So actually a real nice field here. The money spread around, and they're actually starting to head to the gate. So we're going to find out who the winner is going to be here in about 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so.
So I've definitely noticed this year we've seen a lot of diversity with trotting sires, because there are a handful. These Ready for Monies, these in ranges, like a lot of these, and of course Long Tom is proven. We know Long Toms, and they're all over the place. It's nice to see. Not like our Seasides or our Catch the Fires or even the Fear the Dragons that kind of dominate.
We're well represented by a well-rounded group of sires. And with that said, we're going to send it up to the voice, Roger Houston, for call race number 2.
Trotters are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Tom's Crazy Peach goes for the lead. Talented Daisy on the inside. Up on the outside as they race into the turn. It's Not Easy, and treading the field. Money out the window. Around the turn, off stride, the leader, Tom's Crazy Peach, as they race around the turn, go into the first quarter. Charlie Myrick inherits the lead with Talented Daisy. Off stride goes Tom's Crazy Peach. Off stride again is It's Not Easy. And following a break, off stride as well, Money Out the Window. Opening quarter in 34 and 3. They're strung out for an 1/8 of a mile as they race around the turn, go on to the 3/8 station. It's Talented Daisy with the lead by 9 lengths. Racing second, It's Not Easy, trying to close the gap. Tom's Crazy Peach is third. Treading the field, Money Out the Window. All in straight alignment as they race over to the halfway point. Field of 2-year-old filly trotters at the half in 1:08 and 2. As they race into the turn, on top, it's Talented Daisy with the lead. It's Not Easy trots second, now third. Moving up on the leaders, Money Out the Window, and treading the field following another break. Tom's Crazy Peach. Down the backside, going to the 3/4 mark. Talented Daisy has the lead by 12. Racing second, It's Not Easy. Off stride, Money Out the Window, and treading the field, Tom's Crazy Peach as they race over to the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:42 and 4. Midway around the final turn, on top of the field and showing the way as they race over to the 7/8 mark. It's Talented Daisy and Charlie Myrick, but closing with a rush on the outside. It's Not Easy, and Jason Thompson with each and every stride on the outside. Coming home, It's Not Easy. Talented Daisy on the inside. Talented Daisy's gonna get it all. Home second, It's Not Easy over Money Out the Window.
Race 2, unofficial 1-3-2. Talented Daisy was the only one, Ashley, that minded her manners today, and that was the difference in the race because the 3-horse, It's Not Easy, made a couple skips, but did challenge in the lane a little bit.
Talented Daisy deserved that win after staying flat. Charlie really had to take a hold of her. I noticed it most in this final turn here, just creeping along to make sure that filly stayed. She got a little... She looked fine, but there were a couple steps that might have looked a little funky. But our 3-horse, a ton of speed, though. Came back very strong once she figured that track out.
Yeah, nice, well-meant second. It's Not Easy, and rounding out Money Out the Window. Made a couple breaks. Justin was able to save third with this horse. Didn't get the final time, but it's got to be around 2:10, I would say, 2:10, 2:12, somewhere in there. The one opened up as a prohibitive favorite, 3-5, and if you were backer there, you got 9-5 now. Ended up going off second choice. The 3 did end up 6-5.
That would be the second lifetime win for Talented Daisy.
And the first time she crossed the wire first. So,
oh, good point.
Yeah, so she technically crosses the wire first today. She got placed up in her last, but now that's 2 in a row in Ohio, as Roger would say.
Hopefully that gave her a little bit more of a confidence boost too, right? Especially if she was second place first or last time out. Maybe she'll get a little used to crossing the finish line before anybody else.
Do a good job here, too. They got the water truck out after every race. We're keeping the track nice and a little bit of bounce in it. So
that's a heck of a water truck.
Very nice water truck.
That is serious. And here comes Charlie Myrick back into the winner's circle.
Winner's circle. Number 1, Talented Daisy. Home of the Second Chance Stable Incorporated, Ravenna, Ohio. Charlie Myrick trains and drives. The driver Charlie Myrick picks up win number 4 this season at the fairs. This 2-year-old filly by Long Tom out of Agenda Tom Ridge comes home a winner in 2:14. 2/5. Final quarter, 31-3. And that's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Long Tom.
race 2 in the books, 1-3-2, 1 580 to win, 240 place, 3 340 place, daily double 560. 1-1 popular combination. The exacta also was 440. So that wraps up race number 2. Takes us into race number 3. We've got 2 changes in race number 3. Look at Laud, the 4-horse, will be driven by Darren Harvey. 5-horse Stone Creek Girl will be driven by Braden Rhodes. We'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Wallner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Hometown at Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Don, you said last time you called yourself a Doug Ballinger. Was it Doug Ballinger said you were a transplant?
Yeah, it was the greatest compliment I got in horse racing. I loved it.
I think Charlie was really our introduction into each other.
Sure.
I don't think I know much about your background, or how did you even get involved with Ohio harness racing?
So that's a great question. It was probably going back to 2015 or 2014. I started with horses with Mike Conklin. There's our passport guy. He sees me everywhere. How we doing? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so anyone knows, too, we got passports, too. If you're on track, come by and get a passport filled in for us for all the tracks. For those who don't know about the passports, anyone at Todd's Fairs, you stop up the booth by us. We give you a little horseshoe to put in your thing, and as you collect them, Frank's going to give away swag at the end of the year, T-shirts, coolers, something, winter circle pictures of Charlie May. You never know. It'll be something cool. But, yeah, we have the passports, so come by and see us. But, yeah, I've been involved with it for a long time. I started with Mike Conklin, who I still talk to today. Mike lives out in Arizona now, but he was stabled at Delaware. And I started going to the Jug when I was a youngin'. So I started going there in 87, 88. Printed just about every Jug for a long time. And but that's how I got my love for Ohio harness racing. And I always loved the fair circuit here, which has really improved. But I used to go to the fairs when they went for $1,200 too. Mm-hmm. We have a great fair program here. My opinion, unbiasedly, Ohio has the best program from top to bottom with everything from our fairs to our stallion series to our sire stakes. I mean, perfect example, look at our 3-year-old Colt Pacers. Those 4 or 5 horses that Ron Burke has can compete on the national stage. They just finished, I think, 3rd, 4th, and 6th maybe in the Adios final. Yep. Swingtown was 2nd. Rick Wink was 5th. I mean, we just have such a powerful we've changed the culture. It used to be Ohio breds raced against Ohio breds. Now Ohio breds race against the Grand Circuit. So we're blessed for what we have top to bottom. But I've always supported it as an owner, and obviously doing this stuff too. But I just love it over here, and I'll keep doing it.
So you're PA born and raised, though?
Oh, yeah. I grew up 10 minutes from the Meadows. I started working at the Meadows as a groom when I was 14 for a gentleman named Pat Thomas, who's since passed away. I was fortunate because Pat Thomas at the time was second trainer for Dick Stillings.
Okay.
So when I got started in the business, I had Barberry Spur, Jaguar Spur, Kentucky Spur, Dynasty Spur, a lot of cool horses that I used to just kick around the barn and get to see and travel over and watch. Sirocco Spur, Roy Davis, and Richie Davis had a great stable of horses. So, yeah, that's how I got my start. But, yeah, I'm a transplant.
I say you get that title honestly, that's for sure.
Third race, 2-year-old filly pace, Hometown at Colt Stakes, second division, $6,720. Number 1, Juliet Capulet with the driver Nick Clegg. Number 2, Song of World Peace with Logan Eversole. Number 3, Heaven's East with James Day. Number 4, Look at Lottie with Darren Harvey. And number 5, Stone Creek Girl, Braden Rhodes in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Darren Harvey on the 4, Braden Rhodes drives the 5.
Field of 5 for the second division of 2-year-old filly Pacers, purse of $6,720 on the rail. Juliet Capulet, Nick Clegg in the bike for Betty Clegg, of course, owned by daughter Kimber Clegg of Pennsylvania. This is a filly by Fear the Dragon, out of an Always a Virgin mare. 10 starts on the year with 3 wins and 4 second-place finishes, and has made almost $17,000. Recently tried to step it up into the Ohio Sire Stakes at Scioto Downs. Was out of the money in 7th, back by about 8 lengths. However, timed a mile in 1:54.1, final quarter in 28.2.
2-horse Song of World Peace. Phil Baldoff bred and owns this horse. Isaiah Shrake trains. Logan Umbersall has the lines today. 0 for 2 on the season, only 2 starts. Went for a nice $14,000 last time out and was able to save third in that race. So nice owner purse there. Drew the inside that day, draws the inside here, and currently 14-1.
James Day to drive the 3. Heavens East, Danny Hotstetler will drive. This is a filly by Heaven's Gate. Hasn't hit the money in 3 lifetime starts. Hasn't hit the board, but has been in the money in the last 3 lifetime starts. But taking a look back at some qualifiers earlier in the year at Northfield, didn't end up 4th and timed fastest mile yet, which was 2:04.4, and that was back end of June.
4-horse Look at Laud. Herman Hagerman trains and owns, co-owns with Daniel Sharrock of Millersburg, Ohio. Driver changed today to Darren John Harvey. Darren John Harvey will drive Look at Laud, the 4-horse. This horse got a check in 3 of the last, or actually 3 in a row, 4th, 5th, 5th. 0 for 4 in the season, does have $1,200 of earnings. Summa cum laude son. Looks to improve, shows a little bit of gate speed in his last effort, and draws the fall outside here as we do score 4 crossed.
Braden Rhodes slated to drive from the 2nd tier, 5-horse Stone Creek Girl for trainer Betty Clegg. This is a filly by Pet Rock. 8 lifetime starts, 3 wins, 1 second and 1 third place finish. Most recently at Northfield Park, did have a 4th place finish up in the Fair Stakes in 2 minutes and 2 fifths. Before that, though, was on a little bit of a streak, had 2 wins in a row. First win did come at Bucyrus in 2:02.1, and the next one was at Mount Vernon. Over $10,000 made lifetime for this filly, and she was originally a $6,000 purchase out of the Buckeye Classic.
And there's your field, heading to the gate. Let's look at the odds. The 1-horse 4 to 5, 5-horse 3 to 2. Clegg entry here is supported 1-2 at the windows. We'll send it up to the voice, Roger Houston, for the call of race number 3.
She's telling you that your junk's in the way.
They're all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Juliet Capulet goes right out for the lead as they race into the turn. Getting away third. Left is Song of World Peace as they race around the turn. Racing fourth, Heavens East, and treading the field. Look at Lottie. To the backside in the first quarter mark, Juliet Capulet and Nick Clegg shows the way. Racing second is Stone Creek Girl and Braden Rhodes. Down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. Song of World Peace races third. At the first quarter, 34-3. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Racing fourth, it's Heavens East as they race around the turn. All in straight alignment, going to the 3/8. Trailing the field, look at Lottie. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway marker. On top, it's Juliet Capulet and Nick Clegg showing the way. Right there, second is Stone Creek Girl as they race over to the halfway station. Song of World Peace races third. Halfway home in 1:08 as they race into the turn. Racing fourth as they race around the turn, going to the backside. Heavens East and tipping to the outside. Look at Lottie. Out and moving from the pocket, Braden Rhodes and Stone Creek Girl up on the outside to go after the leader, Juliet Capulet. Down the backside they go. Song of World Peace racing third. Heavens East fourth. Look at Lottie trails the field. 3 quarters in 1:39-3. into the final turn. 2-horse battle from here. Juliet Capulet on the inside. Stone Creek Girl up on the outside second. Racing third. Into the lane. And they come for the payoff. The leader, Juliet Capulet on the outside. Stone Creek Girl closing in. Coming home. Stone Creek Girl on the outside. Juliet Capulet back on the inside.
1-5-2.
Exciting finish. The Cleggs were bet 1-2. They raced 1-2. Nick kind of controlled that. Got to the half 1:08.1. Boy, he was just walking around that track. But last half they really paced. I don't know what the final time would be, but I'm going to guess like 2:07.3, something like that.
You did call it very early on. That was my introduction. You said there's going to be some battles down the stretch, and that we did see. I thought the 5 was going to get it, but I think one held on. And so you're a little bit more on the finish line than I am.
Yeah, plus I trust Roger Houston. He's 82 years old. He has amazing eyes.
He's seen quite a lot of races in his time, isn't that true?
And he's right on that finish line, too. So I'm going to go with his call, but I do believe, too, that Juliet Capulet did hold on. But, yeah, Nick's got to be happy with both of his fillies because they both paced right through the wire. And regardless, that's going to either make Juliet Capulet 4 for 11. And no disgrace for Stone Creek Girl, who will now be 3 of 9 in her brief career. But that's 7 of 17 for those two fillies.
Say Nick had, it looked like when he came across the grandstand for the first time, had quite a bit of horse left. He was just hanging out.
And she goes off at a very popular 4-5. I mean, that's a nice tote for a horse that just raced a week ago in the Sire Stakes at Scioto. Ran 7th that day and eventually timed 54-1. Didn't go anywhere near that today, but didn't have to. So.
Well, our track surface is a little bit different.
A little different over here. Yep.
You know, something I didn't even think about was of course, we have photo finish right behind us, but our winner's circle photo, like our photo, what's the word I'm looking for? On the line. You know what I'm talking about? The photo on the line, the finish photo.
Yeah.
Not photo finish, but the finish photo.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is she's been hanging out down there because this track is so narrow and the grandstand is quite literally on top of the track. There's nowhere for her to sit.
Correct.
For on the actual finish line, so she gets them coming down the stretch.
Yeah, the camera people, the Brad Conrads and all these people, you got to catch them. That's a great place to take the photo, though, right there.
A lot of action. So we do not have our photographer listed in our Huff's Guide, so I'm not sure who she is, or I would give them a shout out.
So that makes it is official already on tote board. 1-5 is official. 360 to win, 210 to place, 210 to place on a 5. The exact a 380. Very popular result here, and that gives us Ashley 1-1-1. We've got 3 straight 1 horses winning. And there's Nick Clegg on his way to the winner's circle.
Oh, I didn't even. I was gonna say. Well, here's Roger. I'll let Roger do the talking first.
Capulet on Kimber Clegg of Pennsylvania. Betty Clegg, the trainer. Nick Clegg in the sulky, his 23rd winning drive this season at the fairs. 2-year-old filly, Befear the Dragon out of Lady Capulet. Home winner in 2:08 3/5. Final half, minute and 3/5. Final quarter, 29 seconds.
Shakespeare read a play about that family?
Betty, Nick Clegg, Juliet Capulet in the 3rd.
Romeo and Juliet.
Well, there we go. We got 3 races in the books. We still got 8 to go. Takes us to race number 4. This is an exciting race. I've been looking forward to this one.
I say you brought this one up pretty early on.
Count on Luna scored down and warmed up very nice. So.
Juliet Capulet, the winner. 2, Song of World Peace. 3, the 3, Heaven's East. 4, the 4, Look at Lottie. 5, the 5, Stone Creek Girl. 2, top down. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2 on the bottom. The quarter 34-3. The half 108. 3/4 139.3. The mile 2:08 3/5. In the 4th race, number 3, Country Behave. Make the driver Harvey Hirschberger. Harvey Hirschberger drives the 3, Country Behave, in the 4th.
So 208 and 3/5 takes the second and final division of those freshman Philly Pacers. And it was our first race. The first division did go quite a bit faster. They went in 2:04 and 1.
Yeah,
But a win is a win, right?
Win is a win. Different race setup for both of those, for sure. Race number 4, 2 other changes here for you. Columbiana did win last time out on the Summit County Fair. Individually time 59 and 2, so that's your TB announced line on that one. Country Behave raced on the same card, finished 8th, not as lucky that day, 202 and 3, 202 and 2 individually time. In the change in the program, Harvey Hirschberger will drive the 3 Country Behave. We're going to tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in beautiful Lisbon, Ohio. Don Tiger, along with my sidekick and extraordinary handicapper, Ashley Daly, helping us out with all the knowledge we need to know from the western side of the state, now on the eastern side of the state today. So she drove out. We got a special treat from her coming over, folks. So we're happy to have her.
This feels like foreign territory.
It is. It's kind of like vacation traveling per se, right?
I really don't mind it. That's what I had a couple, like, oh, you came all the way over here? I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? This is what I do, right? And it was quite a bit of a drive, but I don't mind it, and I always try to expand my horizons, if you will.
Well, you did. You expanded them today for sure.
3 out, 1 to go, 3 out.
As I was asking you, like, what is always interesting, because I used to always ask Chris Page and these different guys when, like Aaron Merriman, you spend so much time in a car getting to races and traveling. Like, what do you do? And you said you like to listen to podcasts.
I do.
Yeah.
Kind of all over the place. I do listen to true crime. I know some people don't. What was that move?
It was just excitement. I like excitement when people say, hey, this is what I like. If you don't like it, shame on you.
I do listen to a little bit of true crime, and my friend recently got me into, I don't know really how to categorize this podcast, but I guess like education. It's called Ologies, where these people just deep dive into different topics. One thing about me, I actually really love school. If you asked me when I was younger, I was never the kid that hated school. Never, never. And I have continued on in that same vein in my adulthood, that's for sure. But I also talk to my mom a lot. I call her probably way too much.
That was the best thing you said. Mom, if you're listening, Ashley said that's what she loves to do, call you when she's on the road to catch up.
Sometimes it's so funny. I didn't actually talk to her yesterday, which is a rarity. If I go more than a day and a half, my mom gets worried. She almost never calls me. I call her now. But what was it? Maybe Sire Steak night? So it might have been Saturday when we were rained out, or maybe it was Friday. I think I called her 4 times. And we just kept like, oh, I forgot to tell you this. Oh, I forgot to tell you this.
That's awesome.
Oh, but no, it's been quite the day. It really has already. It is beautiful. It is nothing like what Western Ohio looks like right now. It just rain, rain, rain.
Yeah, for whatever, God has put a tent over Lisbon, Ohio today because it's sunny, it's beautiful, we've got a light breeze, temperatures are probably a nice 84, 86 degrees, we've got plenty of foliage all around us, rolling hillside over here. It's just a nice place to be. And here's your post parade for race number 1.
3-year-old filly trot, home talent stake, first division, $6,504. Number 1, Count on Luna, the driver Darren Harvey. Number 2, Count on Kenna, Braden Rhodes. Number 3, Country Behave, the driver Harvey Hirschberger. And number 4, Promise It Dawn, Jason Thompson in the sulky. Horse will take one short score and go to the gate.
Debbie, you have all the Lasix.
Here's your horses for race number 4. 1 horse, Count on Luna, currently 1-9 and worth every penny. This horse scored down really good on the racetrack. 3 in a row. I was there at Cortland. I was there at Carrollton. I missed Mount Vernon, but it seems like that was just an equally as an effort. This horse likes to race on the front end. Has had a great career. 8 of 17 lifetime. $57,000, 58 mark last year as a 2-year-old at Scioto. And this is one of the future stars in the sport that will be coming to a pari-mutuel track near you this fall.
Count on Kenna is horse 2. Braden Rhodes in the bike for dad, Bill Rhodes. This is a filly by full count. Now 12 lifetime starts with 2 wins. Most recently was a winner at Northfield in the Fair Stakes, as Don mentioned earlier, and won 59-2. Over $11,000 made this year already, and a couple years ago was a $14,000 purchase out of the Blooded Horse.
3, Country Behave. Betty Clegg trains for Harvey Hirschberger in the sulky today for daughter Kimber Clegg as an owner. Source is still looking for the first victory, 0 for 10 on the season. Did finish 8th as the TB line announced from Summit County Fair, individually timed 2:02.2. Prior to that, at the fair circuit, had been a 3rd and 3rd, so has made some noise in the circuit. Was 13 of 24 last year on the board, and currently at 99-1, so a lot of value on the tote board here.
Our 4 horse is trained by Carrie Merriman. Promise at Dawn, Jason Thompson in the bike. This is a filly by What the Hill, owned by Robert Beachy of Berlin, Ohio. 11 seasonal starts, still looking to notch that first win. Was a pretty decent 2-year-old, had 15 starts last year, made almost $22,000. This year has been a touch slower. As I mentioned, 11 seasonal starts with 2 second-place finishes. That most recent board hit did come 2 back at Carrollton in 2:04.1. I actually did have a qualifying time in 2 minutes 2/5 up at Northfield earlier in the year.
That's your field of 4. And the Wilkenberg starting gate is starting to move. The horses are assembling on the backside. And we're going to send it up to the voice for the call of race number 4, Roger Houston.
An 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. She realizes.
3-year-old filly trotters are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come.
2 horses running. We got a pylon out in the middle of the track at the top of the stretch.
Yes, you do.
They're off and trotting. That's Promise at Dawn going for the lead. Count on Luna is there second as they race into the turn. Country Behave is third and treading the field as they race around the turn. Count on Kenna. Go on to the first 8th, all in straight alignment. Promise at Dawn and Jason Thompson lead the way. Count on Luna is there second. Off stride, Country Behave. Now third is Count on Kenna. Opening quarter, 30 3/5. They're motoring early on. As they race into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark on top of the field and showing the way. It's Promise at Dawn. Right there, second is Count on Luna. As they race into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. Count on Kenna is there third. Off stride, Country Behave. As they race over to the halfway point, they're halfway home in 1 minute, 4/5. Into the turn they go. Continue to show the way. Promise at Dawn by a length and 3/4. Count on Luna right there second, racing third. He ended the turn. Go on to the backside. Count on Kennan trailing is Country Behave. Down the backside they go. Ding dong battle now on the inside. Promise at Dawn up on the outside. Count on Luna at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:32 and 3. Midway around the final turn. Inside, Promise at Dawn. Count on Luna on the outside second. Drops it back about 2 lengths. 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Promise at Dawn brings him into the stretch. Count on Luna's going to try one more time, but it appears to be a strong Promise at Dawn. Coming to the wire for Jason Thompson. The whip's tucked. Promise at Dawn. Count on Luna. Count on Kenna.
How about that? Exciting race. Promise at Dawn, 11-1 on the tote board here for the locals, and some people are going to be pretty happy with a $22 plus mutual return. But what an effort. I did not see this coming from this Promise at Dawn, but Jason crossed right over in front of us, left the gate, and Count on Luna, who's been a very nice trotter on this circuit, looked really well meant second, pulled it to half, and could not get by. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say we've got a new trot mark here. I got to think that horse probably trotted about 2.2, 2.3 today.
Yeah, and I say are the all-age trot that we are looking for is 2:04 and 2. So I think we have all the potential to break that pretty easily today. Because, I mean, they tried. They came home a little bit, by all means. It's not like he let up at all. So when I introduced this filly, I said that she is having a little bit of a tough go this year. So this would be her very first win of the season. So I don't know if Jason just felt good about it, if she trained out good over the week, or what made him give it a go.
Yeah, breakout effort today for Promise at Dawn. Robert Beachy and Carrie Merriman have to be very happy with this result.
She's taking the
infield route. Like I said, they used to do that a lot here, but because they have the fence up there, it makes it a little harder to get around. But she still took that route, and she went the short route to the winner's circle, and she went the short route to the winner's circle at the racetrack too, with taking the lead and cutting every fraction.
How fast do you think they went?
I'm going to say 2, 2, and 4.
2, 2, and 4.
Yep.
I'm going to go 2:03.
There you go.
With the
a
under and over.
length, yeah, a length separates us. I love it.
Paid a nice bit too.
Yeah, $24.60 to win. The one paid $2.80 to place. Actually, the two paid more to place than he was going to win. No tickets sold on the 4.
For Promise at Dawn, Robert Beachy of Berlin, Ohio. Carrie Merriman, the winning trainer. Jason Thompson in the sulky, his 6th win this season at the fairs. 3-year-old filly, the What the Hill of Rose Run Nelly, home winner in 2:04.
Ah.
Carrie Merriman.
That's still
a track record, right?
Yeah.
Promise at Dawn in the 4th.
Say, I'm surprised Roger didn't catch that, but that is
new track record, Roger.
I'll try to get his attention.
Number 1, Count on Luna. 2. The 2, Count on Kenna. 3. The 3, Country Behave. 4. The 4, Promise at Dawn, the winner. Top down, 2, 3, 4. 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 3. The half, 1 minute 4. 3/4, 1:32.3. The mile, 2:04. In the 5th race, all horses are wearing trotting hobbles. All 4 horses in trotting hobbles. No changes on the drivers.
Well, that is quite a way to break out our first division of 3-year-old filly trotters. A track record in 2:04 flat. We break it by 2/5.
Yeah, and it's done by a 2-year-old filly trotter of anyone, right? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, it's a 3-year-old filly trotter, but still very nice. See the girls show the boys up and have the all-age trot track record over here. That's great. Takes us to race number 5. Race number 5, we've got a couple program changes here for you. Jasmine's Diamond line to be announced second at Northfield Summit County Fair, 2 minutes 4/5 individually time. Bianca was 9th that day at the Summit County Fair, individually timed 2:08 and 4. As Roger said, all horses will be using trotting hobbles, only one of them programmed, but all 4 of them will be trotting hobbled up. We'll step away for these brief news messages, and we'll be back for race number 5.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio. Don Tiger, Ashley Daly, Steve the cameraman, bringing you some exciting harness races today. We're 4 in the books, and we're into race number 5. It's a nice 4-horse compact field for a juicy purse of $49.89, just under $5,000. The only changes we have are the TBA announced lines. Jasmine's Diamond, second last time out, Summit County Fair, 2 minutes 4/5. Bianca was finished 9th up there on Saturday, 2:08 and 4.
This is my first time at Lisbon. I did a little bit of exploring when I first got here. This is a kind of an interesting setup, this whole fairgrounds is.
We've got a backup track announcer for Roger, I see up in the booth. That's great. Bring them out.
But you really come right in onto the track. You can't miss it. Say I came and I think parked in general parking. I'm not sure. There's a couple different entrances to the fairgrounds, but you come right up on the track, and there's a big fair behind us, and it looks like all the campers are behind that last turn there, and then most of the livestock is right behind us on the backstretch.
Correct, yeah, straight across. It's like I said, I've enjoyed this fair of Woody Woolham and this hometown stakes. It's just it's a good venue. It's a good place to be. The people are always so friendly here, even the judges and the charters, Debbie Rush, everybody. It's just a nice group of folks from top to bottom.
This is the very first day of the Columbiana County Fair. And so it was a little quiet when I first rolled in at about 11 o'clock. I was hoping some more lunch options would be open, but I was like, man, has the fair even started yet? And it's like, well, kind of. It is opening day, but their opening ceremonies don't even start till 6 p.m. tonight.
Gotcha, okay.
Fifth race, hometown of Coal Stake, 2-year-old filly trot, second division, $4,989. Number 1, Jasmine's Diamond, Justin Irvine. Number 2, Nothing But Win with Daniel Miller. Number 3, Bianca with Nick Clegg. And number 4, Charming Rosie, Francis Lawton in the sulky. All 4 horses with trotting hobbles in the 5th. They'll take 1 score and go to the gate.
Here we go, a field of 4 for the 5th race. That's second division of freshman filly trotters on the rail. Justin Irvine drives Jasmine Diamond for Gary Martin, owned by Sue Stockwell. This is a Muscle Diamond filly, has 3 lifetime starts with 2 wins and a second place finish. Has made quite a bit of money. That should be just over $10,000 now with that line to be announced in there. Like I said, that last start out was a second place finish at Northfield in 2 minutes and 4/5, and by far was the fastest mile so far for this filly.
2-horse, Nothing But Win. Over 2 on her brief career. Daniel Miller trains and drives. Skipped both efforts last time out, drew the rail, stayed flat till deep stretch and went off stride and finished 5th. Prior to that, the inaugural race at Hilliard, broke at the start, broke in the mid part of the stretch. Obviously learning the game and what's the best place to learn a game at the fair circuit. Nice part about this track is you don't have as much, yes, you've got a grandstand and some stuff in the infield, but you don't have, some of our fair tracks have Ferris wheels right by the corners and stuff. So this might be a little bit better for this one to mind her manners. I had watched her score down, a little bit of a hitch, but she seems to be going so far so good.
Nick Clegg for Betty Clegg, Bianca. Of course, out of Katie, a Master Levesque mare, sired by Uncle Peter, owned by daughter Kimber Clegg of Pennsylvania. She was 9th or last start out at Northfield in 2:08 and 4. So she's had a little bit of tough luck, but since Marion, though, she has at least stayed flat. Her fastest mile that we can see actually came to the 5th place finish at Mount Vernon in 2:06 and 2. 8 lifetime starts with 2 second place finishes and $4,400 made.
4-horse, Charming Rosie. Don't have much to go on here. Francis Lawton owns, trains, and drives this one. This horse made initial bow at Carrollton. A couple starts, or the only start back on July 15th. I looked at that as kind of a training mile, and hopefully this one improves a little bit. And here we go. They're heading to the Wokenberg starting gate. It's moving around the turn. We'll send it up to the voice, Roger Houston, for the call of race number 4.
Two-year-old filly trotters are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Bianca goes for the lead. Nothing But Win is there second. Jasmine Diamond gets away third. Treading the field, Charming Rosie. All in straight alignment as the race around the turn going to the first 8. On top, Nick Clegg with Bianca. Out moving, here comes Justin Irvine. Jasmine's Diamond from third, now second, and powering up on the outside and goes right on by. Racing second, Bianca as the race over to the first quarter mark in 36 and 3 as the race into the turn. Racing third, that is Nothing But Win, and Charming Rosie trails the field as the race around the turn going to the 3/8 mark. It's Jasmine's Diamond on top by 3. Bianca is there second. Racing third, coming to the outside, Nothing But Win. Charming Rosie trails the field as the race over to the halfway point. On top of the field, Jasmine's Diamond takes them over to the half in 1:11 and 1. As the race into the turn, go on to the 5/8. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca races third. Fourth is Nothing But Win, and treading the field as they race to the backside, Charming Rosie. On to the 3/4 mark. Jasmine's Diamond has the lead by 2 1/4 lengths. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca racing third. On the outside, Nothing But Win third. Racing fourth, Charming Rosie at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:46. Into the final turn. The leader is Jasmine's Diamond. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca trying to close the gap second. And a little more than an eighth to go in Ohio. Nothing But Win third. Charming Rosie fourth. Less than an eighth. The leader, Jasmine's Diamond. Bianca, 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 and the outside, Nothing But Win. Coming home, it's all Justin Irvine in a cakewalk. Jasmine's Diamond. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca. Finishing third, Nothing But Win.
I think I was a little surprised that Irvine didn't protect position right out of the gate. Taking a look at her lines, she tends to race off the front and win off the front, but maybe they were just trying to teach her something today. But really, he didn't wait too long. He kind of let the dust settle before he made his move and took control of the fractions.
Yeah, we call that the power move from the quarter pole. Did seize the track up the backside, and from there it was all she wrote. This Gary Martin daughter trainee was 2 Stockwell owned, 3 for 3, and a perfect in her career. Sat real chilly in the lane too. Nick Clegg and both the 2 and the 3 made a run at her, but she was extremely good. Even Charming Rosie, this horse Carrollton was way distanced and finished only about 6-8 lengths off it. So, all 4 horses actually made a nice step forward there for all the connections there. You got to be happy. All your horses move forward and race pretty good. So.
Oh, what trotting hovels can do, right?
That's right. They put them all on, and they all behaved. Everybody stayed diagonal. Or the 4 did make a break early on.
But it was just
yeah.
that one little misstep. I mean, she was on it for a minute. It did take Frances Lawton a second to get her back on the trot. But then once she was kind of used to those turns, she didn't make a miscue again.
No, I was really impressed, though, actually, by the way she raced. She was probably about 16, 18 off and only finished about 8 at the wire, so she trotted good on the way home.
Say not the fastest mile we will see today, but like we said earlier, a win is a win. I say Roger will give us that final mile time. Opening quarter was 36 3 to the half, and 111 1 and 3/4. I have 146.
Family winner's circle. Number 1, Jasmine's Diamond. On with Sue Stockwell, Geneva, Ohio. Gary Martin, the winning trainer. Justin Irvine in the sulky. 2-year-old filly, but Muscle Diamond of Jasmine Volo. Home a winner, 2:17 4/5. And for driver Justin Irvine, win number 18 this season at the fairs. Gary Martin, Sue Stockwell, Justin Irvine, Jasmine Diamond in the 5th. Results are official. Number 1, Jasmine's Diamond, the winner. The 2, Nothing But Win, 3. The 3, Bianca, 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 2. The 4, Charming Rosie, 4. Top down, 1, 3, 2. 4 on the bottom. The quarter, 36 3. The half, 111 1. 3/4, 146. The mile, 2:17 4/5. In the upcoming 6th, no changes.
Looks like we have some short fields for our next couple of races.
Yeah, we've got a 3-horse field signed on for race number 6. No changes. The only 2 things to bring you are the lines to be announced. Dublin's Martini, 5th last time out, individually timed 2 minutes 4/5. Summit County Fair on Saturday. Brownie Points, same card, finished 7th, distanced due to some untimely breaks there, but that's the only changes updated for race number 6. We'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in beautiful Lisbon, Ohio. Don Tiger, Ashley Daly bringing you some insights over here on 11 race card. We've got 5 in the books. We still got 6 to go, and we've got a couple short fields coming up. In this race in particular, race number 6 is a 3-horse affair. We've got the 1-horse From Beyond, 3 to 5, 2-horse Dublin's Martini, 2 to 1, Brownie Points at 2 to 1 as well. So the money's well spread around for this 3-horse field. All the owners are getting paid, and it's a nice purse too, $65.04. So some nice paydays. Someone's going to take $3,200 on a top prize.
So yesterday at Eaton, we ended up having a 4-horse field that was scratched down to a 2-horse field. So obviously, it was a very weird scenario. It ended up being a dead heat. Like, it was a very good race. It was a 2-horse field, dead heat. It was a fantastic race.
Oh my God,
Here,
that's great.
If anybody wants to go back and rewatch it, I will tell you what race it was at Eaton. So that would have been the Preble County Fair, race 7. So I think there were 17 yesterday. So kind of not yet towards the middle of the card, but so regardless. I had a question. Obviously, it's a dead heat. It's going to split 50-50 with the purse.
Yeah.
But if not, how is the purse distribution set up?
I think they do 75-25, or they go 66 and the rest, 33.
Yes. So I wonder if it's 75-25, and then I looked at our good old Huff Guide, because that's what this thing is for. And normally, this is the OCRA. Of course, everybody's can be a little bit different, but the Buckeye Consortium, so OCRA, Home Talent, and Southern Valley, I think, run very similarly. If it was a 2-horse field where they both start and finish, it is 65-35.
That makes sense.
3 horses here would be 60-28-12.
So the third doesn't really change, just the top 2.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So that was something that feels like an obvious duh that we might just not think about every day.
So here's another question for you, since you cover a lot more of the circuit. What if we have a 1-horse field? Do they still race it and make them do a walkover? Or have we had that?
I don't know if we've ever had that.
Okay.
But it is listed in our
program.
Yeah. I say if it's a 1-horse to start, you are 100%, but you do have to go over the entire course. So
gotcha.
If you DNF, you unfortunately
don't
no
get any
money.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Wouldn't that be a treat, though, of you got a $14,000-$15,000 race because it's not split into divisions and you're the only one that goes? I'd be all right with it.
I would be too. As an owner, I would love it.
What are you owning right now, Don?
I have the Stipple Hanover, which is Charlie May's mom, and I have that's it. I just have a baby every year. It's like great, you know. Every new I get something new and exciting to kind of fool around with. And I sold a couple, and now I'm keeping them again. I've got the 2-year-old that hasn't started yet, Mickey May. It's Pennsylvania bred, and then I have a down by the seaside filly who's a yearling. That'll be 2 next year.
Oh, I hope you're excited for that one.
Oh, I am excited. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Okay, you just said Stipple Hanover, and I got really excited because I never told you. I was at Kentucky Horse Park 2 or 3 weeks ago now, when was that? And I think the second weekend of July was for Briarfest.
Okay.
And this young lady comes up to me, and she might have been, I'd say early 20s. And she's like, "Who's your favorite standardbred?" And I was like, "Well, does it have to be a famous horse that people are going to know, or can I actually tell you?" And we have a conversation. And she's like, "My favorite horse is Stipple Hanover." And I was like, wait a second. So Roger's calling for the post parade.
I got to hear this story. Yeah, we'll get this after the post parade.
Behind Mr. Merriman, and I use that word. 6th race, hometown of Colstake, 3-year-old filly trot. $6,504. The one From Beyond with Lanny Merriman. Number 2, Dublin's Martini with Braden Rhodes. And number 3, Brownie Points, Justin Irvine in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate.
But anyway, she said Stipple Hanover. I was like, why is that? I should know who that is, but it didn't dawn on me. That was Charlie's mom, and she's from Missouri. Was Stipple Hanover?
That's where she stands.
Yes.
Still in Missouri.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, she was in a program. Is it the state school she's at?
Yeah, Missouri State. Yep.
And she goes on this big, long thing, and I didn't realize that that's where she was at.
Yeah.
And she's in a big, long thing about she's in the equine program. She gets to work with Stipple. She gets to have those babies, and she loves her so much, and she's showing me pictures, and I was like, how crazy is it that here we are in Kentucky? I live, breathe Ohio racing. Charlie May. Of course, everybody in Ohio is going to know Charlie. And here's this girl from Missouri who's never been to Ohio, now currently living in Canada, and her favorite horse is Stipple Hanover. How cool is that?
That's crazy.
And I'm glad that just jarred my memory. Like, how could I not tell Dawn that?
Yeah, that's something else.
We are going to the gate real quick. Just a field of 3 for the 2nd division of our 3-year-old filly trotters on the rail. From Beyond, Lanny Merriman trains and drives this filly by Flex the Muscle. She has a little bit of a slow start, 15 lifetime starts, and has not won yet.
Dublin's Martini, 3 of 11 on the season. One of the main factors here, 1-9.
Justin Irvine on the 3 brownie points for Gary Martin. Another one that is still looking for the first lifetime win. Here is Roger Houston with the call of the 6th.
They're off and trotting. Dublin's Martini goes right to the top. From Beyond on the inside 2nd, getting away 3rd. Brownie Points as they race around the turn, go on to the first 8th. The leader is Dublin's Martini and Braden Rhodes on top by 1.25 lengths. Rough gated, goes out and up the inside. Lanny Merriman with From Beyond now takes the lead. Dublin's Martini is there 2nd, racing 3rd. Brownie Points as they race over to the first quarter mark. Opening quarter in 34-4. Into the turn they go. The leader, From Beyond, showing the way. Dublin's Martini 2nd, Brownie Points 3rd. Justin Irvine can see them all at the 3/8. Wide on the turn. That's Dublin's Martini into the lane first time. From Beyond with the lead. Dublin's Martini is there 2nd, Brownie Points 3rd. As they race over to the halfway point. They're halfway home in 106-3. Into the turn they go. From Beyond in command. Dublin's Martini is there 2nd, racing 3rd. Brownie Points racing to the backside. From Beyond and Lanny Merriman open up by 2.5. Dublin's Martini 2nd makes the move down the backside because the horse has been having trouble getting around the turns. Racing third, Brownie Point. Go on to the 3/4 mark. They're over to the 3/4 in 1:39 3. Into the final turn. On the outside, Dublin's Martini with the lead. From Beyond is there second. Now Lanny's going to have to come to the outside as the 2 bears out a bit again. Into the stretch they come. Dublin's Martini from Beyond on the outside, but it's a strong Dublin's Martini and Braden Rhodes with the lead. From Beyond on the outside second. It's all Dublin's Martini. From Beyond, Brownie Points.
Inquiry signs out.
Dublin's Martini. Say when I horse post parade, the first thing I noticed, that looks like a big trotter.
Yeah, didn't take the turns real well here, but when you got a short compact field of 3 and you're one of the top horses, obviously you gotta. There is an inquiry though.
Against the 2, Dublin's Martini. A judge's inquiry against number 2, Dublin's Martini. Hold on to all mutual tickets.
We do have an inquiry. I see the judges heading up. They might be heading over to Steve to take a look at the replay, because I see Dave Stats coming over too, as well as Woody Woolham. They might be coming over to use our video to see if they see anything.
Steve, how does that work? Do we stay up in live when you? Okay. So unofficial, because we do have an inquiry against the winner, but 2-1-3 across the wire. It'll be just a moment as we figure out if that is going to stand. I didn't catch the opening quarter to the half because we were talking about Stipple Hanover.
I know, you have me totally rattled. It's like, you know, that's just a crazy story.
I think you should tell the rest of the story though, that we got chatting about that was the only place. So the Stipple Hanover is standing, or not really standing, whatever. She's in Missouri.
Yeah, that's where. That's her home.
And there's no harness racing out there.
No harness racing. She's at Wilt Standardbreds. Those guys just do a phenomenal job with her. Randy Wilt and Ben Wilt, but they were the only people that would give me an opportunity to send my mare somewhere, and I'm blessed to have them as friends, and I've kept her there, and she's very happy, and they have a great farm down there, and again, we breed her every year, and I'm blessed. You know, I get to have a new baby every year. I don't know if it's going to last forever, but maybe a couple more years anyway. I think she's 14 or 16, so she's getting longer in the tooth, but she's been kicking out some nice babies, and I'm happy to have one every year.
So how long do they keep those babies and raise them for you? When do they
I don't
ship?
get them until they are yearlings in September,
Okay.
August, September, October every year. So like the down by the Seaside filly,
Mhm.
I'll see her in like three months. Yep, she'll come in,
Gotcha.
and then we break her and then see what she can do, you know.
And so do they just send you kind of pictures and updates during the breeding season?
Yeah, they're awesome. I mean, we just had a baby. We're in foal to Monty Mickey for this
Okay.
upcoming season, but we just had, I can't think of the horse's name. It was a Ron Burke horse that was really well bred. It's his first year of covering mares in Ohio. If you gave me the name, I would know it. I'm so embarrassed I don't, but that's the one that we just had a baby
I'm
from.
trying to rack my brain too here.
Yeah, he's a first-year sire, and they just hit the ground this year. So
We're both going to
it'll hit us.
face palm.
Yep.
We're like, oh,
Yep.
duh, that's the
Yep.
horse we're
Yeah.
talking about.
I'm even
Do you know where
embarrassed.
the
'Cause I think he won the jug actually too.
Loose Perlman.
Loose Perlman.
There
yes.
we go.
So
You could have said that, and I knew.
yeah, there you go. So I had to give you a little more of a hint, but yeah.
Loose Perlman.
Lanny Merriman go to the starting gate right away.
Well, it does look like we're unofficial, but our two
Looks
horse.
like Mike Wolfenberg's coming to you.
But our two
Yeah,
horses
they're
into
still
the-
talking to Lanny, so I know they're getting their picture taken with Harvey Hirschberger. I see out there grooming. I see Braden in the circle. I see they took their picture, so they're proactively thinking it's going to stay official. But as of now, we still are unofficial.
So while the judges convene, Roger's already calling out the next race, so he must not think it's going to take too long at all, right?
He likes to eat, and he's hungry, and he wants us to get at a decent hour. He wants you to get a nice drive home, and he's very complimentary of that. So.
Yeah, and he probably wants to be home to watch Bowling Green. tonight at 5 o'clock. Can't blame
Absolutely.
him. I will not be that lucky.
We did hear from a bird in the sky, the photo finish lady, that said that the weather forecast might not look good for Bowling Green
It
tonight.
has not looked good for weeks and weeks and weeks, unfortunately, over in that part of Ohio. But we get through it, right? That's all we can do. This part of racing, it's not ideal conditions, but they do, like these fairs, a lot of these guys really do rally together to make sure that this track, any track, is in the best condition it can
Correct.
be. Is it perfect? Is it the Little Brown Jug track? No.
No.
We don't expect it to be. Horsemen
Nope.
can't expect it to be, and so unfortunately, we're not Mother Nature. We can't control it.
Yeah, you see here, though, you even made a notation. They've got a great water truck here that's out pretty much after every race. We're keeping it. We don't have any dust here. They take good care of it. I mean, again, it's a paperclip track. You can see from Steve's videos and stuff, it's not very wide. That's why we only score 4 across there. No interference, official, as they cross the wire, 2-1-3.
Number 2, Douglas Martini is the unofficial winner.
So we still need that official mile time for Roger to give us the rundown.
2:20 for the local people here that bet. 2-1 exacta, $4.20.
Results are official 6 race. Number 1, From Beyond 2. The 2, Dublin's Martini, the winner. The 3, Brownie Points 3. Top down, 2, 1, 3. The quarter, 34-4. The half, 106.3. 3/4, 139.3. The mile, 2:10. For driver Braden Rhodes, that was his 10th win this season at the county fairs.
There you go, 6 in the books. 2-1-3. Oh, official race number 6 takes us to race number 7. We have no program changes. We will go as programmed here, and we'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Race 7 up next. Our third division of freshman filly trotters. Another nice purse, $4,989 in a small field. Just 3 horses.
Yeah, everybody's at least getting 12% before your research here you did earlier for us today, so that's nice. Somebody's going to at least take home $700-800. But the top prize will be $2,500, just shy of for someone here. And no program changes. Nice field of 3.
So we have Bowling Green this evening at 5 p.m. But those are the only 2 fairs we have on the docket today, which this time of year is a little rare. Usually it's...
Number 1, Dream of Charlotte with Logan Ebersole. Number 2, Rose Run Benet with Justin Irvine. And number 3, Muscle Money, Jason Thompson in the sulky. Horse take 1 score, go right to the gate for the 7th. In the barn area, get them ready for the 8th. 3-year-old Philly Pacers.
It's kind of fun to be the only game in town sometimes. I know in the past, the late Dave Brower used to give me shout-outs. He would watch our broadcast. One of my thoroughbred friends, Scott Kintz, he's a big breeder down in Kentucky. He reached out today. He's originally from this greater area and asked if I would be here today. So, yeah, we get a lot of people watching the races. I see a trainer that stopped by earlier today from the Meadows that was in the grandstand. So we got a nice group today, probably about 50, 60 people.
We do, and again, if you're just now joining us, the fair, this is the very first day of the fair, and it's not really even happening yet, so it's awesome.
Here's the horses for race number 7. The one-horse Dream of Charlotte. Eli Miller trains. Logan Embersall, the driver. This horse competed last time out at the Buckeye Stallion Series and a very credible third that day and a $20,000 purse. This horse is only 1 for 5 on the season, but it's very well meant here. We don't have an updated tote board, but 2 back at Carrollton did win very easily, so probably one of the horses to beat.
Rose, Run, Binet, Justin Irvine in the bike. Only 2 lifetime starts with 1 win, however. That came back at Cortland on July 8th. Time the mile there in 2:11 and 4/5. Final quarter in 31 and 3. Did start more recently at Bucyrus, but had a little bit tough luck. Ended up 7th and back by quite a few lengths.
3-horse Muscle Money. Scotty Reed owns and trains. Jason Thompson has the lines today. This horse made a break in all 3 efforts on the program, but was able to salvage a 3rd-place finish over at Cortland. Needs to mind her manners, but we're going to find out if she does that in just a few minutes. We're going to send it up to Roger Houston for the call of race number 7.
Oh, oh, oh. They're off and trotting. That's Dream of Charlotte going right out for the lead. Rose Run Benet racing second. Trailing the field following the early break. Muscle Money. On to the backside they go. Logan Ebersole shows the way with Dream of Charlotte on top of the field by 4 lengths. Rose Run Benet and Justin Irvine is second. Muscle Money and Jason Thompson trails the field third, trying to catch up. Down the backside to the first quarter mark, it's Dream of Charlotte with the lead. Racing second, Rose Run Benet. Racing over to the quarter in 35 and 2. Trailing the field, Muscle Money. Into the turn, right alignment, going to the 3/8 mark. The leader is Dream of Charlotte by a length and a quarter. Rose Run Benet is there second. Closing the gap now is Muscle Money and Jason Thompson third. Passing the stands first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field, it's Dream of Charlotte showing the way. Rose Run Benet is right there second. Racing third, Muscle Money getting closer with each and every stride. Going to the halfway point. On to the backside they go. On top of the field and showing the way is Dream of Charlotte. Racing second, Rose Run Benet, and trailing the field, Muscle Money. Down the backside, going to the 3/4 station. The leader, Dream of Charlotte, starts to open up a bit, now by 2. Rose Run Benet is there second. Off stride, Muscle Money as they race over to the 3/4 mark. They reach the 3/4 in 1:41. Into the final turn. The leader, Dream of Charlotte. Rose Run Benet is there second when it comes to the outside for Justin Irvine. 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. It's Dream of Charlotte with the lead. Rose Run Benet trying to close the gap, but not able to do so. Off stride, Muscle Money. Coming to the wire, it's all Dream of Charlotte. Home second, Rose Run Benet, and soon to be third, Muscle Money.
They came across the wire just as they left the gate. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, elementary. Yeah, Dream of Charlotte 1-9 and raced like a 1-9 shot today. Really just seized the racetrack. I thought Rose Run Benet ran good though. The horse followed very well, stayed close. Unfortunately for Muscle Money, as you alluded to, Jason got her with the whip a little bit and she didn't like that, jumped off. Trotted a bit middle half, made another break again. Again, these are young 2-year-old fillies. I got to be careful saying this in front of you with the heart. The thing is, most unpredictable thing are fillies.
Okay, no,
especially
listen.
2-year-old fillies. You know what I mean? So So the the funny part about that is 2-year-old filly trotters are, unpredictable. So it's going to take a while for Muscle Moni to kind of get all her faculties in gear here. But she will as the season goes on.
Say Dream of Charlotte, though, looks to be getting off on a great foot. I didn't even notice, looking at the lines when we were doing introduction, that she stepped up and did actually pretty well in her last leg of the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield. Ended up third in 2 minutes 1/5. And at Scioto Downs, the very first BSS leg, she went in 1:58.4.
Yeah, she's well meant. She's got a big future ahead of herself.
That is 6 lifetime starts for this Uncle Peter filly and 2 wins. So I had them to the opening quarter in 35-2, but then I kind of dozed off and did not get the rest of the fractions there.
She's taking her time, making it back to the winner's circle as she comes in front of the grandstands for us.
First win of the day, of course, for Logan Ebersol and Eli Miller. The only trainer to double up so far has been Betty Clegg, and no drivers have doubled up.
Into the Wilk family winner's circle. Number 1, Dream of Charlotte. Open the All Trot Stable of West Farmington, Ohio. Eli Miller, the winning trainer. Logan Ebersol gets his 5th win this season at the fairs. The 2-year-old filly by Uncle Peter out of Dream of Royalty. Home a winner in 2:11, 2/5. Eli Miller, Logan Ebersol, Dream of Charlotte in the 7th. Results are official. Number 1, Dream of Charlotte, the winner. The 2, Rose Run Benet, 2. The 3, Muscle Money, 3. Top Down, 1, 2, 3. Quarter, 35-2. The half, 107. 3/4, 141. The mile, 2:11. In the upcoming 8th race, Nick Clegg drives the 3, Kylie Cash. The 4, I Don't Know Who, Darren Harvey. Clegg on the 3, Harvey on the 4.
Race number 7 is in the books. 1, 2, 3. Very popular with the locals here. 1 horse, 210 to win. 1, 2 exacta, 210. So very favored in both of those pools. Still nice to see wagering here. I'm glad that we've had wagering today at the county fair. It's been kind of fun to look into. Race 7 is in the books, but we still got 4 more to bring you. Takes us to race number 8. We've got a couple changes here for you. Kylie Cash, Nick Clegg will drive. Nick Clegg will drive the 3, Kylie Cash. The line to be announced, too, was a 3rd place finish at the Summit County Fair, 157-4 individually timed. So very nice effort on Saturday. 4 horse, we've got a driver change. I don't know who. Well, I know who. It's Darren John Harvey. And we will bring you that race after these brief messages.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair, beautiful Lisbon, Ohio. We still got 4 races to bring you. We're
We
the only
do,
game
we
in
do.
town today right now on the
Right
Ohio
now.
circuit. So Bowling Green's a little bit later on, but me and Ashley are doing our best to tell you what's going on here. And we've had some fun today, haven't we?
Always. And the weather's cooperating, not like it is at all in a lot of the fairs that I've been at recently, so I'm all right with it.
And I know we don't have it because he's not as active right now. He's our kingpin, Frank, but we do have the Frank Fair report. You used to always have that for the good places to eat, and I know there's a good barbecue pit over here. So for anyone local that is listening, we have a barbecue pit. I think there's a good place that makes milkshakes too. One year we had torrential rains here, and they brought us all milkshakes, which they were really good. So
I did
there's a few
see
good places. Yeah, fish sandwich. We got a whaler sandwich out there too somewhere. So.
I'm going to have to go venturing after this. But I did see a dairy bar on the backside because when I did my venture, I was like, where the heck are our harness horses? Where are they at? And I was like, are they trailering or what's the point here? And I think it's this white barn that's kind of out of the first turn. Behind that is where we're keeping our standardbreds. It looks to be the draft barn is how it was labeled.
Okay.
So it looked really well taken care of. I mean, the stalls look fine. I didn't look in the stalls to see, if they were, I'm sure they're not matted or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they looked very clean, and the wood wasn't chewed up. So that's always a good sign to me.
Very cool.
You're all out. You're all out.
So we got a bunch of changes here. We're going to be doing post-parade here real quickly, but we had a late driver change too. Lily Grace Hill, no Keith Cash today. He's not driving his namesake from his daughter Kylie Cash, and he's not driving Lily Grace Hill. So Justin Irvine gets the assignment on Lily Grace Hill. Nick Clegg gets the assignment on Kylie Cash, and Darren John Harvey gets I don't know who the 4. So James Day is the only horse, the driver as programmed to be competing in here.
Looks like we are gathered. Post parade's been great today because Roger Houston is always on top of it. He's going to push them here, and then he's going to make sure they come in order.
Horses are on the track and pretty the post for the 8th race. Home Talent Colt Stake 3-year-old Philly Pace, first division, $4,352. Number 1, Snappy Dragon, the driver James Day. The 2, Lily Grace Hill with Justin Irvine. The 3, Kylie Cash, the driver Nick Clegg. And number 4, I don't know who, Darren Harvey in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Justin Irvine on the 2, Nick Clegg on the 3, Darren Harvey drives the 4. In the barn area.
Field of 4 for the 8th First Division of Sophomore Philly Pacers, purse of $4,352. James Day trains and drives our 1, Snappy Dragon. Of course, this is a Fear the Dragon owned by Power Play Racing of Medina. 2 seasonal starts after being shut down very early as a 2-year-old. Last year only had 1 go, did not make any money, and was shut down for maybe just some maturity reasons, you never know. But again, 2 starts on the year with 1 win that came last start out at Mount Vernon in 2:03-2.
2, Lily Grace Hill, Corey DeAmar trains and co-owns with Cap Equine Racing. Late driver changed to Justin Irvine. There's nothing wrong with that anyway. He's one of our best drivers over here on the Ohio Fair circuit, and he actually pari-mutuel tracks as well. This one had a tough go of it, I believe an overland route last time out, even though it doesn't show it, but made a battle there and seeded and ended up finishing 5th. Prior to that, though, was a winner at Cortland in 206, 205, and 3. Made $33,000 last year, so had a really successful season. And she does get a good inside post, shows forwardly placed, good driver. Probably one of the picks here, 5-2.
So Kylie Cash probably doesn't need a whole lot of introduction if you followed the fair circuit last year. Nick Clegg will drive for Betty Clegg. This is a filly by Fear the Dragon, most recently coming off of a 3rd place finish at Northfield in 1:57.4. Lifetime has made $78,000.
4 horse, I don't know who, 0 for 11 on the season, broke last time out. Did finish 4th prior to that. Driver changed to Darren John Harvey, and we'll send it up to the voice, Roger Houston, for call the 8th.
A live microphone might be on the OHA. They're off and pacing, going for the lead. Kylie Cash with the lead. On the inside, Snappy Dragon getting away 3rd. Into the turn, Lily Grace Hill trailing the field I don't know who. On to the backside and the first eighth. Up on the outside, Kylie Cash and Nick Clegg has command. Happy Dragon is there second. Lily Grace Hill pacing third. Trailing the field, I don't know who, as the race over to the first quarter mark. Opening quarter in 33-2. Into the turn they go. On top, Kylie Cash moving on the outside. Lily Grace Hill as they race into the turn. Go on to the 3/8. Racing third. Snappy Dragon treading the field. I don't know who. As they pass the stands first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field with the lead, Nick Clegg, Kylie Cash, halfway home. On the outside, here comes Lily Grace Hill to stick the head in front. The half in 1:03-4. Into the turn, going to the 5/8 mark. On the inside, Kylie Cash. On the outside, Lily Grace Hill racing third. It's Snappy Dragon and trailing the field. I don't know who. All within 4 lengths. Down the backside they go. Lily Grace Hill and Justin Irvine has the lead but can't clear as yet. Racing on the inside. Now second. That is Kylie Cash. 3/4 in 1:35-1. Midway around the final turn. On top, it's Lily Grace Hill, opening up by 2 1/4. Kylie Cash is there second. Racing third, coming home, Snappy Dragon. Coming to the wire, it's Lily Grace Hill on the outside with the lead. It's all Lily Grace Hill. Snappy Dragon second, home third, Kylie Cash.
He had the winner circle lady with him.
Race 8, unofficial, 2-1-3. Lily Grace Hill. Not so sure she loved the turns at this racetrack. Justin kept her out of harm's way in front of the stands for her. She was 2-3 path easy. But, boy, she was ready to go today. Made a power move up the backside and cleared and held sway pretty easily. In rewards, the backers here, the locals, 7-5, second choice, will at least return $4.80 to anyone that had a win ticket. Snappy Dragon was able to save ground and get up for minor rewards to run second. Kylie Cash finished third. 2-1-3 unofficial.
Looks like our 4-horse lost his saddle pad. Did you see that coming across the wire?
I did not.
Darren did not have a saddle pad on on I don't know who, and so I'm not sure where we dropped that one at. Because I noticed that the starting gate, so Mike stopped right here. Did you see that right before we finished the cross line? And I don't know if they were exchanging that or if somebody picked that up there. Or but that should be Justin Irvine's. That is. He doubles up now on the day in just 8 races.
This filly's now 3 for 18 lifetime. Picks up $2,100 on change today off today's win.
I never know quite when Roger is going to give the winner's circle presentation. There he is.
Winner of the 3-year-old filly pace, hometown and coach stake, first division. Number 2, Lily Grace Hill on the Knapp Equine Estates and Corey DeErman. Corey DeErman trains. Justin Irvine in the sulky. A driving double today for Justin Irvine. 3-year-old filly by Racing Hill of Ain't 3 OK. Home a winner in 2:04 3/5. Final half, 1 4 5. Final quarter, 29-2. Results are official. Number 1, Snappy Dragon, 2. The 2, Lily Grace Hill, the winner. The 3, Kylie Cash, 3. The 4, I don't know who, 4. Top down, 2-1-3, 4 on the bottom. The quarter, 33-2. The half, 1:03.4. 3/4, 1:35.1. The mile, 2:04 3/5. In the 9th, number 3, Big Bad Beach Bunny, make the driver Justin Irvine. Justin Irvine drives the 3, Big Bad Beach Bunny in race 9.
Race 8 is in the books. 480 to win on the 2, 210, 210, both on the 1 and 2. Exacta, nice. $10.40 for the locals here who are gambling on track. And that's race number 8 into the books. Water track's out to keep our track nice and fresh. Race number 9, we only have one change. Big Bad Beach Bunny make the driver Justin Irvine. Justin Irvine just won a race for Corey Diermont, so he gets another chance to race another one. We're going to find that out after these brief messages.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in beautiful Lisbon, Ohio. We have had a picture-perfect day today. For any of those listeners out there that didn't get enough horse racing today, we do have Bowling Green hopefully today if the weather will allow us. That's a 5:30 purse, so you can stick around with us. But right now, we are the only game in town. And had beautiful weather. We have got projected good weather tomorrow too. Myself and Kenny Livengood, the voice of Northfield, will be with us tomorrow. Steve will be back tomorrow as well. And obviously in the booth will be Roger Houston. So we look forward to you guys coming back and joining us again tomorrow's post 1 p.m. I believe we have 12 action-packed races tomorrow's card. But we still got a couple to bring you today. We've got 2 more stakes races and then the free-for-all 11th takes us to race number 9. We've got an entry in here, the 4 Crosswind Speedy Pie, owned by the famous Randy T. Young, the most famous guy in MacArthur, Ohio. This horse did score last time out when we were at Carrollton. He was in tow that day. I don't know if he's made the drive over today. I do not see him in the grandstands, but he's usually like money in the bank for any of the locals. If he was over here today, you could surely put your money down and bet on this horse. But nice field of 4. We're going to be doing a post parade here shortly with these horses. Again, we've had perfect weather over here today. The track's been in good shape. Still looking for some drivers. Again, the only driver change we have in race number 9 is 3 Big Bad Beach Bunny. Corey Diermont has Justin Irvine back up on this one. This horse is 0 for 4 on the season. Still looking to get it put together, but did race 3 back in a Buckeye Stallion Series race, so they thought well meant of this one to put it into that. There has to be some talent there. This horse was great last year as a 2-year-old. 3 wins, 2 seconds, and 12 starts, made 30+ thousand. So well meant horse, still waiting to get her sophomore sea legs under her. Don't have an update on the tote board for you as yet, but again, we do have pari-mutuel wagering here. So if you're listening to the broadcast today and you've been anxious to bet on some fair racing, come on out tomorrow and you'll see us. We have now the tote board is up and available there. Current betting favorite is Big Bad Beach Bunny at 6-5. Second choice, the 4 Crosswind Sweet Pea at 8-5, and then the rail horse Midwind Seashell 2-1 from the powerful Clegg stable. All these horses are well meant. That's why the betting is tight like it. Even the longest shot on the board, Truly Old Times, is 5-1. This horse is 2 for 13. The mark of 56-3 at Scioto Downs, which is the fastest mark in the race. So we've got 12 races tomorrow. Same 1 p.m. post. And we look forward to you guys being with us tomorrow as well. Looks like we got 3 horses on the track. We're just waiting for one more to come out. And Roger will be giving us a post parade. Although we have seen ample rain over in Ohio. Again, no rain in the forecast today and none tomorrow. So we should have a nice, sunny, beautiful day tomorrow as well.
Mr. Rhodes. Have to wait on Mr. Irvine. Take a short turn, Braden. Take a short turn.
And all the horses are on the track. Roger's getting them assembled, and we will be giving you the post parade.
On the track and parading to the post for the 9th race. Home Talent Cold Stake 3-year-old filly pace for $4,352. Number 1, Midwind Seashell with Braden Rhodes. The 2, Truly Old Times, Jason Thompson. Number 3, Big Bad Beach Bunny, Justin Irvine. And number 4, Crosswind Sweet Pea, Elliot Deaton in the sulky. Justin Irvine drives the 3, Big Bad Beach Bunny. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate.
And there's your field for race number 9. 1, Midwind Seashell, Betty Clegg trains. Kimber Clegg owns. Braden Rhodes has the line today. This is horse is 0 for 7 on the season. Did finish 3rd last time out at Mount Vernon, and prior to that was 2nd at Carrollton. Horse has been individually timed 202 in last couple efforts. Should hold the rail position as this horse did go forward at Ottawa. Should be one of the factors. Currently 7-2. 2 horse, Truly Old Times. Scott Cox trains. Cynthia Johnson, Ronald King own. Jason Thompson has the lines today. This horse is 2 for 13, but like I said, it's the fastest mark in the race, 56-1 at Northfield earlier on the season. And that was a race at Northfield 5 back on June 21st. Finished 2nd last time out at Mount Vernon. Prior to that was 4th at Carrollton. And one of the choices here now, 9-5, second choice. 3 horse, Big Bad Beach Bunny, Corey D'Ermon trains. Justin Irvine gets the lines here today. 0 for 4 on the season. Does have a qualifying mark, 58-1 at Northfield earlier. Did race in the Buckeyes 3 back. Beautiful qualifier 5 back at Northfield, 58-1. And rounding out the field, Crosswind Sweet Pea, Ryan Deaton trains. Randy Young, Dustin Ford own. Elliot Deaton has the call. This horse is 3 for 14, 8 of 14 in the exact mark of 59-2, and comes off 2 straight wins.
Who do you like in here?
Ooh, this is a good betting race. So tote boards all the way around. I'm not sure, actually. I probably would take a shot and go back to the 4 horse Crosswind Sweet Pea just because she's on a win streak.
So we haven't seen a whole lot of movement throughout our miles. It's not really just front end speed that's holding up. We have had a couple pocket trips and things like that that have. Have we actually? Thinking about that, have we had any pocket sitters that have beat
Not
them
past,
down the
but
stretch?
I think
don't
quarter
think so.
pole moves, basically. Yeah, I think the horses that have been the best have moved to the front at some point in the race. And with that said, we're going to send up to Roger for the call of race number 9.
The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Third, often pacing Truly Old Times, goes right out for the lead. On the outside, Big Bad Beach Bunny gets away 2nd. Into the turn, Crosswind Sweet Pea 3rd. Treading the field, Midwind Seashell. Straight alignment early on as they race to the backside in the first quarter mark. Truly Old Times and Jason Thompson on top by 4. Big Bad Beach Bunny is there 2nd. Crosswind Sweet Pea 3rd. Midwind Seashell trails the field, opening quarter in 31-2. Into the turn, go on to the 3/8. Out moving on the outside. Big Bad Beach Bunny from 2nd. Now challenging for the lead with Jason Thompson and Truly Old Times. Racing 3rd, Crosswind Sweet Pea. Midwind Seashell trails the field. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway mark. On top of the field, on the outside is Big Bad Beach Bunny, halfway home in 1 minute, 3/5. On the inside, Truly Old Times. Jason Thompson won't let him go as they race into the turn. Retakes Thompson with Truly Old Times. Racing second, Crosswind Sweet Pea dropping back third on the outside. Big Bad Beach Bunny dropping out of it. Racing up the inside, Midwind Seashell now third. Going to the 3/4 mark. The leader, Truly Old Times, 3/4 in 1:31 4 into the final turn. Racing second, Crosswind Sweet Pea back on the outside. Big Bad Beach Bunny racing third. Racing fourth, Midwind Seashell. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Into the lane, it's Truly Old Times with the lead. Coming home, Truly Old Times. Home second, Crosswind Sweet Pea. Third, Big Bad Beach Bunny.
Jason Thompson for Scotty Cox.
You know, Jason Thompson's always one of those guys that's never really gotten the credit he's given due, but, I mean, he's a great driver. He races the pari-mutuels. He also does a good job with the fairs, but he put 2 very good drives on that horse that won earlier out of the outside post at Promise at Dawn, and then this one, Truly Old Times, again, seized the racetrack, and Big Bad Beach Bunny had a big go at it in front of the grandstands here, but he kept that one out. He did a great job steering this one today, and he's back to the winner's circle. What excellent training, excellent driven job today by Jason Thompson. Nice job conditioning by Scott Cox, and good race, competitive race. A lot of action there. The public did end up on the 2, too. 4 to 5 Truly Old Times will at least pay $3.80 to win.
Sarah 3-horse Big Bad Beach Bunny definitely had some problems in the turns.
Yes.
Her third turn was pretty tough, and that's when she really started to fall back, and it took her quite a bit to get her momentum back up.
Yeah, she will do, and that's probably why she has her mark of 54 at Scioto as a 2-year-old. She's going to be better on the bigger tracks.
Justin Irvine, go to the starting gate right away. Justin Irvine, go to the starting gate.
We do have Jason Thompson and Truly Old Times coming back into the winner's circle.
In the winner's circle, number 2, Truly Old Times, by Christina Lynn Johnson and Ronald King. Scott Cox, the winning trainer. Jason Thompson with a driving double this afternoon. 3-year-old filly will lather up at a Crystal Chris. Home winner in 2:01. Final half 59-2. Final quarter 29-1.
So that is the third seasonal and lifetime win actually for Truly Old Times. Very lightly started as a 2-year-old, but for good reason, coming back nice as a sophomore.
Yeah, very nice effort today. Didn't get the final time. We will get that shortly.
I did think he said 2:01.
That's what I thought too, but I wanted to clarify that.
Right, and I think it was 2:01, which is by far our fastest mile of the day, and just a second off of our track record. Doesn't seem to be the biggest filly either when she was coming across our grandstand here.
Judges did call, asked to talk to Justin Irvine at the starting gate, so I'm sure they might be looking at the underneath finishes here just to see exactly what may or may not occur. But it is official, 2-4, 2-380 to win. 2-4 exacta, only 320, so you got a better win price than you did on the straight exacta. And that wraps up race number 9, 2-4-3. Still unofficial on the time, but we'll go with Ashley says 2:01. We'll roll with it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll roll with it.
I want to say Roger hasn't really given us that rundown yet, but did go official on the board, as you said. But we're rolling right along, especially now that we don't have any warm-ups in between races. Roger's serious.
Bang, bang. What time is it? 3:04. We'll be done by 3:30. 3:22, actually, we'll probably be done by.
You're back here tomorrow with Kenny.
Yep, me and Kenny are here. I started working with Kenny this year. He's fun to work with. He's like you, knowledgeable. He's writing his notes down, and it's good to have good sidekicks that understand what's going on.
Can at least yap the part, right? That's half the battle, is just having somebody to roll things off of and being able to hold a conversation, because this can be a lot of airtime. I might not feel like it, because if we're really rolling through races, of course, but man, I had to sit back. I don't know what fair I was at. We were on air for like 5 or 6 hours, and it's
that's
like,
hard.
Lord, like, yeah, sure, there's, 18 races to fill the time, but you'd be real surprised if. Here's Roger with the official.
9th race. Number 1, Midwind Seashell. 4, the 2, Truly Old Times, the winner. The 3, Big Bad Beach Bunny. 3, the 4, Crosswind Sweet Pea. 2, Top Down. 4, 1, 3, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 31 and 2. The half, 1 minute 3/5. 3/4, 1:31.4. The mile, 2:01. In the 10th race, number 1, Lucy Hill, make the driver Justin Irvine. Justin Irvine drives the 1, Lucy Hill in the 10th. Bring them out for the 10th.
There you go. Race number 9 is officially in the books. That does take us to race number 10. The only change we have is Lucy Hill. Corey D'Airmont's now 3 in a row here getting Justin Irvine's services, and he picks them back up in this race on Lucy Hill. All other horses go as programmed. We'll tell you more about that 3-horse field after these brief messages.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Make summer memories this year at the Ohio County Fairs. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be live streaming every race this year, and we want you to be there. Be a part of the excitement with the 2025 Ohio County Fair Racing Passport. Stop by the OHHA broadcast location in the grandstand to pick up your passport and stamp. Get stamps at every fair you attend. Prizes will be awarded to those that attend the most racing programs. Get your passport at the first fair you attend or call the OHHA office at 614-221-3650. Harness Racing, the fastest ride at the fair.
Own a little and love it a lot. The Stable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. The Stable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio. Don Tiger, Ashley Daly giving you some insight and fun here. We're the only game in town, and we're having fun doing it. We've only got 2 more to give you, though, on today's card. We do have Bowling Green coming up at 5:30, weather permitting. But race 10, we've got a compact field of 3 here. 1 program chain, Lucy Hill. Justin Irvine will be driving the 1 Lucy Hill. All else goes as programmed.
This is the 3rd and final division of our sophomore filly pacers, and they are already coming in front of our grandstand. Here's Roger.
10th race. 3-year-old filly pace, hometown at Colt Stakes, $4,352. The 1, Lucy Hill, Justin Irvine. The 2, Song Somewhere, Logan Ebersole. Number 3, Julie's Grace, James Day in the sulky. Justin Irvine drives the 1, Lucy Hill. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
There's your field of 3 on the rail. Justin Irvine now slated to drive for Corey D'Airmont. Lucy Hill. This is a filly down by the seaside of an American Ideal mare. 2 back at Cortland. She'd have a 2nd place finish in 2:05 and 2. However, at 2 years old, just last year, she had a lifetime mark at Northfield in 1:56 and 3.
2-horse Song Somewhere. Phil Baldoff owns and bred this filly. Isaiah Shrake trains. Logan Ebersol has the lines today. Over 10 on this season, but look at last year. This horse was 7 for 16, 13 of 16 on the board, 33,000 in earnings. Still trying to find that form. Last time out did make a break, but prior to that was third and second. Currently your second choice at 9-5.
James Day drives and trains. Our 3-horse Julie's Grace. This is a Pet Rock filly owned by Power Play Racing, of course. And 2 seasonal starts, really just getting back into the game. Had a start at Carrollton and Mount Vernon. Had the better mile very first start of the year at Carrollton. Had a second place finish in 2:01 and 4. $4,000 made lifetime for this filly.
There's your field of 3, compact field. Everybody's getting paid. $4,300 purse. Lucy Hill, prohibitive betting favorite in here right now at 1-9. Do think, though, that she does have some competition from both the 2 and the 3. Both of these horses have been racing good. I would not be afraid if locals are on track to take a shot on one of those other 2. Welcome.
Especially with our 3-horse really just coming back into the game. This is her 3rd purse start as a sophomore. And, you just get tighter every time you go out, right?
Yeah, that was a nice effort at Carrollton. I was there that day. She raced extremely well. And I wasn't at Mount Vernon, but it looks like a pretty nice race then as well. Jay Wolf did check in, too, and he did say there was a walkover about 5 years ago in the Southern Valley Colts series, so they did make one happen. So it has happened. The great historian Jay Wolf always checks in and gives us his information, so we're lucky to have him. With that said, we're going to send it to another great historian, Roger Houston, to call race number 10.
Here they come.
Just get a 2-hole trip behind him.
It's the Emerald Tom. Don't spell it.
They're often pacing. That's Lucy Hill going for the lead. Song Somewhere second. Julie's Grace gets away third. Straight alignment early on, going to the first 8. It's Lucy Hill and Justin Irvine leading the way a length and 3/4. Song of Somewhere with Logan Ebersol is there second, racing third. Julie's Grace as James Day can see them all down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. Lucy Hill with the lead. Song Somewhere is there second at the quarter in 34 and 3. As they race into the turn, go on to the 3/8 mark. The leader is Lucy Hill. Song Somewhere pacing second, racing third. And trailing the field, Julie's Grace. They race over by the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. It's Lucy Hill showing the way by a length and 3/4. Song Somewhere second, Julie's Grace third. No one's made a move to go after the leader at the half. In 1:08 as they race around the turn, go on to the backside. Lucy Hill has command by a length and a half. Racing second, Song Somewhere. Racing to the backside third. Julie's Grace, they're in a cakewalk, go on to the 5/8. On top, it's Lucy Hill by a length and 3/4. Song Somewhere second, racing third. Julie's Grace, still no movement to go after the leader. Lucy Hill takes the field over to the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:42 and 2. Into the final turn. The action picks up finally. Song Somewhere tips to the outside. Goes after the leader, Julie's Grace, as well. On the inside, coming home, Lucy Hill. On the outside, Julie's Grace has the lead. Lucy Hill second, Song Somewhere coming home. On top of the field, back on the inside, Lucy Hill.
One, two, three. Elementary once again, but that was exciting, Ashley. We didn't just get to see a straight lineup race at the half. That's kind of what it was like, but the 2, Song Somewhere, actually pulled on the turn, went by, had the lead, and then the 1 fought back. I don't know where Corey DeArmond trains out of, maybe Northfield?
I think it is Northfield. Also, I think it was the 3 that pulled on him.
Oh, it was a 3?
I have
okay.
1-3-2 across the wire.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Was James Day, that filly that we but anyway, sorry, I think Corey trains out of Northfield.
Yeah, because his horses aren't super good on these fair track turns, but in the straights, they're super good. So.
Yeah, I really thought the 3 had the one just based on her move into the final turn, but she fought back. Lucy's Hill fought back really hard. I'm not sure what that final mile time was going to end up going in because they were definitely
108 to the half, so maybe what?
They
208,
they were
207?
coming home
Okay.
a bit. They definitely were. So I guess we'll see. But I like Julie's Grace. That was a filly who made the move kind of going into that final turn there. She did have 9 starts as a freshman, but just couldn't quite figure it out. She hit the board twice and made about $2,400. I mean, I know she wasn't a winner here today, but with just 3 seasonal starts, I think she looks much better than she did last year.
On the improve for sure.
That is a triple on the day for Justin Irvine, and for Corey, that is a double as a trainer.
Lucy Hill, owned and trained by Corey DeErman of Youngstown, Ohio. Justin Irvine getting his 3rd win of the afternoon. For Corey DeErman, his training double. The 3-year-old filly, but down by the seaside at a Fashion Hill, home winner in 2:10, 1/5, with a final quarter 27-4. Results are official. The 1, Lucy Hill, the winner. The 2, Song Somewhere, 3. The 3, Julie's Grace, 2. Top down, 1-3, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 34-3. The half, 108. 3 quarters, 142-2. The mile, 2:10, 1/5. Once again in the 11th race, the 1, Pirates Beach Bar, the driver, Braden Rhodes. The 4, Section Line Seaside, Justin Irvine.
Race 10 is in the books. 1-3 exacta, $3, 1, 260 to win, 210 and 1, 27 and kicker on the end of it. So they really did sprint home there. Lucy Hill, well meant there, 1-3-2 official. That takes and wraps up all of our home talent Colt Stakes events, but that still gives us one more race, which is the Ohio Sire, Ohio Preferred free-for-all pace. 5 horses signed on here, 4 across the track. The 5, hard for one guy, Will Trail. Couple driver changes. Pirates Beach Bar gets the services of Braden Rhodes. Braden Rhodes will drive Pirates Beach Bar. Section Line Seaside, make the driver Justin Irvine. For hard for one guy, the 5-horse line to be announced. He was 6th at Northfield, but individually timed 55-4 up there. And we're going to tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as branded by Lindy, Jug winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Here we are headed into the 11th, the finale of the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio. It's been a fantastic day. We had a track record broken. And we've had fun racing. What else?
Yeah, we've had a couple across the wire there. There was
We
that one
have.
race. They were right there at the wire. Juliet Capolette's race. That was really tight. Couple nice efforts. Cool racing today. Yep.
It is, and I have a correction. I thought Corey trained at Northfield, but our one and only Amy Holler sent me a text. He trains at his own farm near Jefferson. Was not aware.
Probably has a nice track there. Nice oval surface.
3 out, 2 to go. 3 out, 2 to go.
Do have a field of 5. 3 are already out. We're finally up to a full field. Again, there for a minute, we were kind of only had 3 horses was our. We don't. Yeah, I think our shortest was 3, right? We didn't.
Yeah,
get
we
down to
didn't.
2 anywhere.
Yeah, we had all 3 horse fields as our smallest, and this one's 5 horse field, which I always love this race. And the reason I love this race is because you got horses that are 5 years old. You've got horses 9 years old. You've got horses mares in here. You've got some young guys, even like Hard for One Guy. He's the youngest statesman in the race. But look at all these starts: 54, 45, 258, 91, 74. Money earned 152, 53, 150, 100, another 50. So you got a field doing some quick math here and rounding up 200, 350, 450, $500,000 worth of horse flesh in one race. And it's nice because some of these horses are still going, and maybe twilights of their careers, and you have a Hard for One Guy. This horse has been a stalwart the last 2 years on the fair circuit over here. Made a lot of money both as a 2 and a 3-year-old, and now finding his way as a pari-mutuel older horse. But they're still bringing him over here to race him. So just fun to see, people. I mean, there's not a lot of money. They're only giving $1,000 away, but these guys race hard for it. You'll see Boozer forwardly placed here, and it's going to be an exciting race.
Yeah, and say, and this free-for-all is part of the Graduate Series. I believe this is the 2nd year for the Graduate Series. I think crossing over, it was just a home talent colt circuit. The series was last year, but I think they've crossed over into Southern Valley as well. So kind of the same idea as the Signature Series that's so popular, really where I'm from, right? So a little bit further west. But they're gathering points, and I believe the Graduate Series final races up in Northfield.
Okay.
Does that sound? Let me say, but regardless, I mean, same idea, right? Given those older horses that just want to race the fair, somewhere else to go.
Yeah, I had a horse years ago called Mr. Wigglepants. He was a real good 2 and 3-year-old in Ohio, and then he had fallen on a little bit tougher times, and I bought him out of Yonkers, I think, when he was maybe 5 or 6. I can't remember. And I brought him home specifically for the Signature Series.
Did you?
And he did win the final at Delaware that day. So that Signature Series is fun. It's nice to get old, aged horses that maybe aren't as quick as they were at 2, 3, and 4, a chance to still race for good money. So it's a great series.
Don, do you like your pacers? Do you ever get into the trotting world?
I have had trotters, yeah. I've had some trotters, not too many. I'd say a handful. I've never really been gait specific. I've always just been finding the horse, and sometimes pacers I've found, I guess, more.
Had some luck with,
yeah,
right?
that have shown up in my, writing a check to purchase. But no, I don't. I like trotters as well.
So I was right. So the Graduate Series has now gone into the Home Talent Colt Stakes and the Southern Valley. Those point earners will start in the final, trotting and pace final, in October at Northfield Park after Coshocton.
Perfect. So again, even though they're not racing for a ton of money, they're gaining points. Do we know what the final is for?
12,000 a race.
Nice.
The free-for-all pace for first and $1,000. Number 1, Pirates Beach Bar, the driver Braden Rhodes. Number 2, Boozer with Nick Clegg. The 3, Mancino, the driver James Day. The 4, Section Line Seaside with Justin Irvine. And number 5, Hard for One Guy, Harvey Hirschberger in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Braden Rhodes on the 1, Justin Irvine on the 4.
There we go. We have made it to the 11th and final. The free-for-all pace. Braden Rhodes on the 1. Pirates Beach Bar. Dwayne Miller does train. This is a 5-year-old gelding by Bring on the Beach out of a Dragon Again mare. Recently at the free-for-all in Carrollton did have a 3rd place finish in 2 minutes and 2/5. Lifetime said 74 starts, 5 wins, 10 seconds, 13 thirds, and made $53,000.
2-horse Boozer from the Clegg clan here. Nick Clegg does drive. This horse 2 back, tried to break the track record of Carrollton. Just came up a 5th sec, 57-3, but that's a pretty snappy mile over there. This horse is 5 for 25 on the season, 20,000 earnings, a constant horse at the box. Real nice horse, mark 52-1 lifetime at Woodbine. One of the main choices in here, and currently 3-1.
Mancino is our 3-horse. James Day trains and drives his 9-year-old gelding by Sunshine Beach. Last start out at Painesville in the Signature Series, did have a 4th place finish, but before that was really knocking on the door. Had 3 second place finishes in a row. Timed the fastest mile actually at Northfield, non-winners of 1,500 last 4 in 1:56.2.
4-horse Section Line Seaside. Corey DeAirman trains. Justin Irvine picks up the drive. This horse 1 for 12 on the year, but does have 4 second-place finishes. 2 back-to-back second-up, runner-up finishes at Northfield. It's been pretty regular at the Northfield box. This is a filly, too, or mare, I should say, that's in here against the boys, but she didn't race in 24. But prior to that, as a 3- and 2-year-old, amassed $100,000 and a mark of 51-1. She's the current 1-9 favorite, and the public really loves her in here.
Running out the field from the 2nd tier, hard for one guy. Harvey Hirschberger trains and drives this one. This is a 4-year-old gelding by Fear the Dragon. 14 starts on the year, still looking for the first seasonal victory in 2025. However, lifetime 54 starts, 11 wins, 8 seconds, 8 thirds, almost $60,000 made. Recently, as Don told us earlier in the Signature Series at Northfield, did have a 6th place finish, but still won that mile in 1:55.4.
There's your field. Buckle up. This should be a good one. We might see the fastest mile of the day today. We do have a 2:01 effort, so the bar has been set here, and we'll see. Obviously, the all-age mark is 2 minutes flat. So you never know. We could get lucky and see a sub-2-minute mile for the first time in 180 years in Columbiana, Ohio, our fair history at Lisbon.
Do you think we'll see much more movement in this race than our Colt Stakes have been giving us?
Ooh, that's a good question. Nick Clegg loves to drive the front end, and he has a horse here that shows front end speed, but also the Section Line Seaside. Again, she's 3-5, well meant here. The tote board did. We see some money on Boozer. He's now down to 4-5. So yes, I do think we're going to see some action in here. I think it should be a good race. I think it'll be fun. Certainly not a lineup race. And with that said, the Wilkenberg starting gate's rolling. All 5 horses are appeared heading to the gate, and this is the getaway feature, as we call it, the free-for-all pace at the Carrollton Fair in Columbiana, Ohio. We'll send it to the voice, Roger Houston, for the call of the 11th.
Behind the gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. That's Pirates Beach Bar. Fast out of the gate. Mancino gets away second. Into the turn third. That's Section Line Seaside. Racing to the backside. Real wide on the turn. Boozer is 4th. And treading the field, hard for one guy. Down the backside they go. The leader is Pirates Beach Bar. With a rush on the outside, Boozer now 3rd, now 2nd, and going to the top for Nick Clegg at the first quarter mark in 31 seconds. Into the turn, Boozer has the lead. Pirates Beach Bar racing 2nd as they race around the turn, go on to the 3/8 mark. Racing 3rd on the outside, Mancino. Racing 4th, Section Line Seaside. And trailing the field, hard for one guy. Passing a stands first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field, it's Boozer and Nick Clegg. Halfway home in 59-3. Clegg's got the pedal to the metal as they race around the turn, going to the 5/8. Pirates Beach Bar is there 2nd, racing 3rd. Mancino on the move on the outside. Section Line Seaside 4th. Hard for one guy, trails the field, down the backside. Pull in the pocket. Pirates Beach Bar and Braden Rhodes now to take the lead. Boozer is there 2nd. 3rd is Mancino at the 3/4 mark in 1:31.2. Into the turn, a little more than an 8 to go. Pirates Beach Bar has the lead. On the inside, Boozer, 3 wide. Here comes section line, Seaside. Now third and coming on through the stretch. In between is Pirates Beach Bar on the outside. Section line, Seaside as they battle to the wire. Section line, Seaside on the outside.
Man, I wish Roger would give us that final mile time. We were smoking there for a second to the half, and 59-3. It was section line Seaside, our only mare in the race. Takes advantage.
Yeah, that backlash, that 51 mark as a 3-year-old kind of showed today, but it certainly helped with that early battle with Nick Clegg Power moving Boozer to the half. Set up the race a little bit, but that horse got used real hard and tired. That was your 3-5 favorite, but second choice, 4-5, section line Seaside for the faithful backers. Corey Diermont had a nice, what do you have, a triple on the end of the card here?
I think he did. Let's take a look back. He did. He tripled up as a trainer, and who was driving that one?
Justin Irvine.
Justin had a grand slam on the day.
Yeah, nice effort. Who was second there?
I believe it was 4-1-3 across the wire.
Okay.
So it was a nice effort by our one horse, too, when Boozer started fading out and Braden made that big move with Pirates Beach Bar.
Yeah, that's the best effort so far in the season, too. The horse was 0 for 6, no winner second coming into this, and had a nice, powerful effort. Left the gate well and then made a nice move to go after them, so much improved effort.
You know, I wonder if section line Seaside was not raced in 2024 because of an injury. So I'm trying to remember this filly. Her name sounds so familiar, and she's not that old. She's only 5. I'm trying to rack my brain.
You wonder, too, if maybe they were trying to breed her and she just
right, and that's another thing
yeah.
is did they take her to the breeding shed, and it just did not pan out quite yet the way that they were hoping.
Circle number 4, section line Seaside on the cap inners Equine Estates of Youngstown, Ohio. Corey Taylorman, the trainer, Justin Irvine in the sulky. 5-year-old mare, but down by the Seaside. And the section line Aqua, home a winner in 2:02. For Corey Taylorman, Justin Irvine, 2 in a row in Ohio.
Oh, he tried to throw the whip up there. He'll come back around and get it.
Results are official. The 1, Pirates Beach Bar, 2. The 2, Boozer, 5. The 3, Mancino, 3. The 4, section line Seaside, 4, winner. The 5, Hard for One Guy, 4. Top down, 2, 5, 3, 1, 4 on the bottom. The quarter, 31. The half, 59-3. 3/4, 131.2. The mile, 2:02. Well, that concludes our racing program this afternoon here at the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon. Might do 12 races tomorrow. First race post at 1 p.m. Be here.
Don, it was wonderful. It was great. I'm glad I made the drive. We saw the track record be broken, and we finally had quite a lot of movement in our free-for-all pace to end us out.
We did. We saw some great racing. I really appreciate you coming over today, too. I had a fantastic time with you. I look forward to covering races again in the fall here with the Canfield. Not sure if I see you before then, but until then.
Probably not, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see you sometime soon anyway.
Absolutely. Well, I want to say you're back here tomorrow, 1 p.m. still.
Yep,
right?
I'll be back here tomorrow for our listening audience. If you didn't get enough of me and Ashley today, I'm not sure Susan or who else is covering.
You and Kenny
Bowling
tomorrow.
Green? No, Bowling Green tonight.
Green. I am not even
okay,
sure.
So we're not sure, but if you need more harness racing in your blood tonight, you can pick us up on the broadcast at 5:30. But on behalf of Ashley Davely and my cameraman Steve, this is Don Tiger thanking you for watching today's races, and have a great night.